Oh, fish. No, too. No. Okay, I think we should start. We don't have all day for some of us who came from distant places. So first of all, I want to again thank you all for finding time to be here. I expect this to be a very quick one. I don't want to take all of your time, and within that short while, I want to try as much as possible to create impact that would that would henceforth change your perspective about how trading really is. Now I have a question on my board here. Is trading a scam? If you're a profitable trader, let me see your hands. If you can beat your chest and say, I am a profitable trader, let me see your hands. Okay. Now, on a scale of 1 to 100 as a trader, if you know that your win rate is above 50% consistently, let me see your hand. Consistently above 50%, above 60%. Okay. So those of you that are below the threshold of 50, this question is for you. Do you think trading is a scam? You know, this question is a recurring question for anyone who hears about trading for the first time. And I don't really blame them. I don't really blame them because, Nigeria, we glorify negativity more in this country, if we are being honest. And when Forex started making wave in Nigeria, some persons diverted their attention into scam. That's why we have the likes of MBA Forex and all of them. So with that experience, a lot of persons started seeing trading as a scam. So ordinarily, if you meet somebody out there and you ask the person, "What have you heard of the forex market before?" The perspective or the response you tell you that the trading is a scam. But I believe that for all of us that are here, we know that trading is not a scam. Trading is a craft that can change your life. Within a short while, trading can turn your life around. And when you sit back and you begin to look at how far you have come, you'll be like, what took me so long? That's the question you start asking. What took me so long? Now, I want to sit down. Do you know why I want to sit down? Initially, I prepared this slide. As you can see, it has 5 pages for this event, but I'm going to abandon this. Do you know why I'm abandoning it? Because if I stand there and take you through everything that I have on this slide, that will be me. That will be you just attending another lecture again. You can see me, right? That will be you attending another lecture again. I don't want that. What I want us to do here is to have a heart-to-heart discussion. I'm going to ask some of us questions one after the other. And the essence of that question is to really help us understand where we are, why we are here, and where we need to be. So in this 5-page presentation that I have here, After asking all the questions that I'm going to ask, you see that it will still fall into everything that I have prepared here. Now, there is one thing I've come to discover, that the problems in trading is reoccurring. By reoccurring, I mean this person suffers it, this person suffers it, this person suffers it, this person suffers it. Same thing. Now, I often ask myself, why do we all need to be suffering the same thing? And only a few people can actually exempt themselves from that suffering. Does it mean that there is no solution? The answers I've got over time is due to the fact that we're all humans and we are all created, but we're not wired to reason the same way. So that's why our level of growth does not happen the same time. It varies. Now, when you begin to understand these things, then some sort of clarity will start coming in. Now, let me start with you. Why are you not profitable? Why do you think? Just like I said, this is a heart to heart talk. Tell me, just open up to me and tell me, this is why I think I am not profitable. This is where my problem is. Go on. Yeah, you can. You can. Trading against the trend. Most often, that's what causes your own challenge. Is anyone else on the category? You too. Good. Sit down. Now, another question. Why do you think you're not profitable? He has mentioned trading against the trend, but I don't think that's the only thing. Getting stopped out. Okay. Why do you think you're not profitable? Your edges. You mean this table's edge? Okay. But you take stop loss with full chest. That's the problem. If you can take stop loss with full chest, if you can lose money with full chest, why would you not use the same mentality to make money? You can literally watch your trade hit stop loss. Abi? In the same way, why can you not leave your trade to run? Now let us address some of these issues. Now the issue of unprofitability in trading is a very easy thing. I tell you this because I have been there, I've experienced it, and I've come out of it. I've been able to help people come out of it. But bulk of the work when it comes to profitability is an individual thing. What I'm going to do here is to try and point you to the right path. The rest of the work is just like Moses divided the Red Sea for the children of Israel to cross, but he didn't hold their hands to cross. He only led the way and they followed him. That's what I'm going to do here. Now, there are several reasons why a lot of traders are not profitable. For me, I've always believed that it's not a question of skill. It's not a question of skill. Technical analysis only covers a little of what you need to succeed as a trader. Technical analysis covers like 30% of everything you need to succeed as a trader. 30%. So ask me what the 70% contains. The 70% contains your ability to adapt to the conditions of the market. That's where 70%. You can see that the bulk of the work is, not in technical analysis. Now, another reason is there are some persons who literally trades only support and resistance and they make money from the market. There are persons who trade using indicators and they still make money from the market. So that's why I say it's not a question of technical analysis. Technical analysis, yes, you need to develop the skill, but the skill is something that can improve as the year goes by. For some persons who may have known me for maybe let's say 3 4 years ago would attest that my technical analysis as at 3 4 years ago is not the same thing as it is now. Improvements has happened. You can see that it happens over time, right? It's not something I relied on happening once before I kick off. Now, let us see some things. Let me see if I can be able to, did I not activate this board? Give me a minute. Okay, so let us take a look at some of the things I have here. One is lack of education. Lack of education, not be university education. Lack of education is knowing what trading actually is. Now, we always encourage people to treat trading like a business that you venture into for the purpose of profits. Now, you also need to know that in businesses, you do what? You run losses. Are you getting it? But the losses you incur in your business is very dependent on how you treat your customers. So one of the reasons why many people are not actually making money from the market is lack of education. They think they know what trading is. They think they know the direction the market should go. They think they know the outcome of a trade even before the trade starts running. So when you have the wrong education, you have laid the foundation of setting, or you have set yourself up to lose or to be unprofitable on the long run. So I always like to tell people trading is not what a lot of people portray it to be. Trading is not what a lot of your influencers and your faves online portray it to be. Now, there are two sides of trading. There's a business side of trading and there is actual trading. When anyone steps into this hall to learn from me, there are certain things I tell you to do. The first thing is to forget everything you think you know about trading. Forget every single thing you think you have learned about trading. Forget it. Leave it at the door. The reason is if you don't do that, it will start contradicting everything I am going to teach you. So it becomes a problem. You can't be like where angel and devil they drag for one soul. Mami get them. Mami get them. Do you get the point? So first thing you have to unlearn everything you have learned. It is important. Secondly, who you're learning from is very important. Who you're learning from is very important. There are persons you learn from that don't have your time. They're interested in only that sign up, that money where you pay them to register. Once they get it, that's eventually you see them come online and say, they are boasting that they've trained over 5,000 people. But how many in that number can come out and say they're actually making money from trading? That's the end goal. The reason why I don't so much emphasize on coaching people is because I don't like involving myself in anything that will not create impact. So the few persons that will come in contact with me, I need you to be able to testify within a short while that really there's been changes since I started, paying attention to this person, or since I started listening to this person. My trading has gone from maybe 0 to 3, or if you were 3 before, from 3 to 5. I don't like involving myself where I don't make impact. So who you're learning from is very important. A lot of them that you're seeing online that are showing you that they are making this and that and this and that from trading. Believe it at your own peril. Believe it at your own peril. Can trading make you a lot of money? Yes. But then you need to know that the business side of trading also makes them a lot of money. A lot of money. I have access to back end. If I tell you some of the things that some persons do, you understand, you guys will be shocked. So, well, I'm not going to try and spoil business for anybody. I'm just going to try and paint the reality of what trading is to you. Again, can trading make you a lot of money? Trading can make you a lot of money. Take it from someone that has I've achieved a lot from trading. Even though I'm not the type of person that shows off, and I'm not the type of person who is unaware of what happens around me. I can't be making money alone and I'm happy. Everyone around me needs to also taste from that cake that I'm eating from, that is generating me the money. So if I'm making money, my brother is making money, my friend is making money. How na the TikTok and the convoy go long? Maybe so. So that is what trading should be. I don't want to be glorified. I don't want anyone to start seeing me as, no, I don't want it. I want to be able to impact the life of people and really tell them, okay, this thing that a lot of people are that is making it look, you can do it. But first of all, you need to erase everything you think you know about trading and face the reality of what trading actually is. Now, why do we face the challenges that we face as traders? Now, if you go through every challenge that every trader face, okay, let's name them. We have greed. We have what? Poor risk management. We have fear. We have what again? FOMO. We have a lot of them. All these traits that I've mentioned, where are they coming from? They are coming from you. They are not coming from the market. Are you getting me? The market is there on its own. How you approach it is what matters. If you don't approach trading with the right mentality, you are setting yourself up already. Right? Now, all these traits, as all of us there now, you know the solution to greed. No be so. You know the solution to fear. No be so. You don't know the solution to fear. Okay. You know the solution to FOMO. The question is, will you do it? Are you beginning to get the point? You know the solution already, but will you do it? Are you willing to do it? Because oftentimes you tell yourself, I go do am. And then as time goes on, you see yourself deviating from that thing. It takes a lot of discipline to be a profitable trader. I must say, I'm not saying a gambler. Gamblers, nothing concerns them with discipline. Are you listening to me? Nothing concerns a gambler that can bring out $200,000 and stake it on something, maybe on 5 odd. Nothing concerns them and discipline. What differentiates you as a trader and an absolute gambler is discipline. Your ability to know when to engage and when not to engage. Do you get? So now, how do you tackle some of these things that we have been talking about? Because that's literally why we're here. How do we tackle these things? I am going to share with you how you tackle it. But at the end of the day, the question is, will you do it? You have to be disciplined enough to, if you don't discipline yourself, see, you need to get to the point where you will start to cry for yourself. They say if something never do, you no go know how in dey feel. You need to come to the point where you ask yourself, this money wey I dey lose every time, why, wetin I really dey do? This here is why within a short while a lot of people abandon trading and tell you that trading thing no easy. So you need to start doing the right things. Oftentimes what pushes us into some of these things is doing the wrong thing and feeling proud about it. You do the wrong thing and then you are proud about it. Now, let's start with the case of trading against the trend. The solution to getting the right picture about what the actual trend of the market is to look at or determine your trend from the higher time frame. That's where clarity lies. Lower time frame will not tell you where the market is headed. It will not tell you the direction of the market. If you want to, I'm telling you now, if you want to solve the issue of trading against the trend, start focusing on what higher time frame is saying. That's the solution. You have told me your problem, I've given you the solution, but then the willingness to do it lies with you. Structure. You understand, you have to understand structure perfectly to be able to know where the trend is. If you don't understand structure very well, determining the trend, whether higher time frame or lower time frame, becomes a problem. You need to know when a high has been created, when a low has been created, when a higher high has been created, when a higher low has been created. Now, automatically within your mind, you should know that when a higher high has been created, the next thing for price to do will be to create a lower high, a higher. So you need to be patient for markets to create that higher low. Once this, I'm giving you the solution to tackling trading against the trend. Don't go below 4-hour time frame ever again to determine the trend of the market, because the, how do I put it, the secret to being profitable in trading is hidden in the higher time frame, not on the lower time frame. I'm just being very honest with you guys. The secret to making money from trading is hidden in the higher time frame and not on the lower time frame. Now, it's hidden on the higher time frame because not a lot of traders pay attention to the higher time frame. A very good number of traders do not pay attention to the higher time frame. They pay attention to lower time frame. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, even those of us that are 1 minute men. So how can you be able to determine when an overall trend has changed when you're on the lower time frame? Now, 24 candles, 24 1-hour candles makes up one daily candle. You can just look at that single daily candle to determine what has happened in 24 candles. So why do you want to stress or suffer yourself focusing on 24 candles rather than just focus on one candle? One candle can tell you the story of what the market is going to do. One candle. But what time frame you're looking at that candle is what varies. So instead of focusing on 24 candles on the hourly time frame, why not focus on one candle on the daily time frame to tell you the story? These things are very, very easy. Very easy. So that is how you tackle trading against the trend. Just focus on higher time frame. Don't ever go below 4 hours. Try it, and if you don't testify, if you don't see a difference in your trading, may not say no be me tell you. Anything where I talk, no take am. That is that. Now let's go with the issue of fear. You say you don't know how to overcome fear. Okay, so let's start with what causes fear in trading. Let's start with that. Do you know what causes you to fear in trading? Do you know? Do you know? Over risking. It's not a matter, it's not a question of confidence. No, it's not. It's your risk appetite that causes fear. Now, I have $100 to trade. And I'm a day trader or a scalper, whichever one. Now, I want to engage the market. I have a setup. I have a 4-hour setup that I want to take. Now, remember I have $100. Some persons would use $50 out of that their $100 to pursue that 4-hour trade. Am I correct? Some persons will use that $100 they have to pursue that 4R trade. Remember, $100 is everything you have on your portfolio. Now, if you use $100 to pursue a 4R trade, when it goes in your direction, you make $400. When it hits your stop loss, your $100 is gone. And you don't have nothing to risk again. When you use $50 to engage that 4R position, when it goes in your favor, you make what? $200. When it goes against you, what do you lose? $50. So you still have $50 to do what? To try again. Are you following? Now, that same 4R position, if you engage 4R position with $20, if it goes in your direction, you make $80. If it goes against you, you lose what? $20. And you still have how much to try again? Are you beginning to get the picture now? So when you risk according to your appetite, you automatically take out fear. Because the reason why you are afraid is you don't want to lose your money. Nothing again. So why not give yourself a fighting chance to be able to attack the market, with multiple positions, rather than risk that entire amount you have on that single trade. That is the only thing that causes fear, nothing again. Nothing again, they cause fear. It's not a question of confidence. What causes you to lose confidence is when you have series of losses. Are you getting it? Now, when you have series of losses, that's what causes you to start losing your confidence. That's a different thing from fear. Now, when you have $100 and for each trade you take, you're risking $10. How many times can you take a trade? So in that 10 times, remember it's $100 and you're taking a 4-hour trade. In that 10 times, if you lose 3 times, okay, if you lose 4 times, how much have you lost? If you win 4 times, okay, if you win 3 times, how much have you made? You're risking $10. You're risking $10. You're risking $10. If you lose 4 times, how much of your $100 have you lost? If you win 4 times, how much have you made? And I do maths for speech. Remember, you're taking a 4R trade. 1:4. So for every $10 you expose, you're expected to make $40. So you're making $160 despite losing what? So take out $40 from your $160. What happens? You're still in profit. You're still in profit. You're still making, you are still coming out of that day profitable. So why you go fear? Wetin wan fear you? Except your skill is questionable. It is only someone with a questionable skill that will take 10 trades and lose the entire 10 trade. Then you don't know what you're doing in the market. I don't believe anyone who understands technical analysis or however you trade the market. Of course, it's not only technical analysis, but however you trade the market, I don't want to believe that anyone who understands what they're doing in the market would engage the market 10 times and lose 10 times. If that happens to you, go back and start looking at your skill as a trader. That small 30% is questionable. So when you appropriate the right risk in the market, it will eradicate fear. It will eradicate fear. Why I go fear wey be say okay, I know say I know technical analysis normal, and then I have $100 and for each risk it's $10. If I lose 4 times, I'll lose $40. But if I try to win 4 times also, I'll make $160. So if I take out the amount of money I've lost for the day, I am still coming out of that day profitable. But greed will not allow you people. Greed will not allow us. That is it. We are switching into another problem now. So we've moved from fear now to greed because these things are intertwined. They are chained together around your neck. They are chained together around your neck. And believe me, if you can break free from one, you can break free from all. So this is how you handle this. There's no secret to how you overcome fear in trading, other than what I've just told you. Nothing they make you fear other than losing money. Now that money wey this 100K wey I get na my last card. If I lose am, na im be say I go go carry block. So why will you risk the whole 100,000 you have at the same time? That's not what a wise man would do, right? So if a hunter is going to hunt, aside from the bullets he has loaded into his barrel, he tries to have some spare bullets with him in case he misses the first shot. He knows quite well that based on his skills as a hunter, it will not be possible for him to miss his first shot, miss his second shot. But peradventure that happens, he always have spare bullets to try again. Are you getting me? So it's the same thing as being a trader. Always make sure that in your portfolio you have that spare that will give you the allowance to try again. When you exhaust your gunpowder or your bullets from one shot, what if it's a lion that is attacking you? Nothing won't give you another second chance to try again. This is the mentality of a hunter. I always like to picture myself and compare myself with how hunters behave when they go out to hunt. So by doing this, you would eradicate fear in your trading. You see that $1,000, that $100,000, that $50,000 that you want to make, you can make it, but with time. You have to give yourself time. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme where you come today, pack money, go tomorrow. There are good days where trading can reward you with the kind of profit you can never imagine. But I always like to tell people, grow with your portfolio. Now, if you have 100,000 to trade or to risk, maintain yourself within the capabilities of what that 100,000 can do for you. Don't risk that $100,000 in the market and give yourself no fighting chance at all. Instead, give yourself several fighting chances. So we've used 4 trades now. Let's say we said you lost 5 and then you lost 4 and then you won 4 trades. You're still making money from that your $100. Now in the same way, if you grow to $1,000 portfolio, if you lose $400 and you know from 4 trades and then you win 4 trades from risking $100, you come out of the day still profitable. When you get to the level of $100,000 in trading capital, you repeat the same thing, and then you see wetin dey do us for this industry is that we are too lazy to do the same thing over and over again. Nothing again. That is why so many people are stuck in the pit of unprofitability in trading. You see that thing wey dey work, you no wan dey do am over and over again. I know they say it is madness to repeat the same thing over, but that is not for something that works. It is only madness to repeat what doesn't work over and over again. It is not madness if that thing is working. If it is working, repeat it. In fact, replicate that thing that is working for you as much as possible. Weaponize it. It is not madness. It is only madness if it is not working. If it's working, weaponize it. So this is how you overcome fear in your trading. Try it. Now, let us move over to greed. Normally, humans are insatiable. Humans are insatiable. And our Insatiable. Insatiable means it's very difficult to satisfy us. Do you get? So humans are insatiable. We have different level of greed. What I want from life is not what you want from life. What I am willing to do to get to where I need to be is not what somebody else is willing to do. So we are all different that way. So, but greed is good when it is defined. Let me take that again. Greed is good when it is defined. By that, I mean, normally as I dey now, I no dey take pass, I no dey aim pass 4 trade for any of my setup. Am I lying? My setups highest na 4R. So I have defined that greed. So if I come out of the market with that 4R, if you like making you do 50R, you no consign me. My greed is defined. My greed has been met with that 4R. I don't take am. Now I trust the skill I have. I trust it enough to consistently provide me with that 4R. Are you getting me? That skill, the skill I have, I trust it enough to consistently provide me with that 4R I need to survive daily. Now my daily medicine be that. So if I take 5 trades in a day, I lose 2 and I win 3, 4R, 4R, 4R. I'm still profitable for the day. So greed is good when it is defined. When your greed is not defined, it becomes a problem. I've seen people where I've seen a situation where someone has a setup. The setup is going well for the person, 3R, 4R. As price moves, the person keeps extending his CP. As price moves, the person, he has broken even quite well. He's on break even, but as price moves, he keeps extending his CP. Do you get? Now, one candle can take you back to break even. So now view one thing you don't see the profits, but you no take am. But then if you trust the skill you have, you see on, let's say this is a Ethereum USDT chart. Yeah? If you trust the skill you have enough, you see that single chart where you dey can consistently provide you with more 4Rs than just be extending your TP. Do you get? So always define your greed. Again, I said greed is good if it is defined. We cannot overrule the possibility of greed as humans. No, we can't overlook it. It is bound to happen. But what I want to let you guys know today is define that greed. If it's 3R that your greed level is, take it, come out. Wait for the market to give you an opportunity to get in again. Of course, you need to know that nothing goes up forever. Not in this market that we are in. So that thought has made me a very patient trader. When what's it called? In crypto, iStar launched. I didn't catch it. I just came online that day and all my timeline was iStar. I know it no move me. You know why it no move me? Because I trust the skill I have well enough that if I sit down, open the chart, I will make money from it. Do you guys get? I no catch the buy, but I caught the sell. So I have still made money. So when you define your greed, you've solved majority of the problems you have. Because you would understand that for me to get to from point A to point B, I need to employ some patience and I need to take profit. See, if you are in this market and you don't take profit, you be messenger for market. You be candlestick messenger. If you are in this market and it gives you profit and you do not take it, see, the industry that we are in is an industry of multiple billions of dollars, and us as individuals, we are nothing compared to what is actually happening in this market. See, we don't like where you don't see where elephants or buffaloes they run. Okay, let's use buffaloes. Where buffaloes they run for field. You see all those grass where they for ground, where then they march on top. Now so we dey for this market. So when the market gives you and you don't take, you go say, this one, I'm not sure, say, you know what they do. When the market gives, I'm not saying don't hold your positions to TP. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if the market gives you, take. Because you have to understand that some days it will give you, some days it will take from you. So that day, those days when go give you, if you no take them, can't join the days when no give you, when collect from you. You are already facing disaster in your portfolio. So define your greed. Greed is good, but define it. If it's 3 arrow that is realizable for you, get my point? Realizable. Take 3 arrow and come out. Look for another opportunity to make another 3 arrow. Don't be greedy and be extending your targets to the point that you don't know where the market will reverse from. So that is that on greed. Define your greed. Greed is not a bad thing. Don't let anybody deceive you. Of course, you have to be greedy to achieve anything, except say you don't want to achieve anything. Greed means I want this thing and I'm willing to do anything to get it. That is what greed is. I want $10,000 from the market and I'm willing to do what it takes to get it. That is greed. But the problem is when your greed is not defined. Just take note, I said I want $10,000 from the market. So that is a defined greed. I am different from somebody who says I want to make money from the market. Are you guys getting it? I want $10,000 from the market. I am willing to do what I need to do to get that $10,000. I am very different from someone who comes and says, I want to make money from the market and I'm willing to do anything to get it. We are two different people. So define your greed. Greed is not a bad thing, but define it, cage it. Put greed in a cage and leave it there. If na 4 arrow each of your execution they give you, that you know that will not stress you, take 4 arrow, come out. Develop the kind of confidence you need to develop in your skill, so much that you know that if you still go back, go look for 4 arrow again, you go still collect. Now so my own trading be. That is that. What else do we have? We've tackled fear, we've tackled greed, impatience. How do we solve impatience? Every one of you is guilty of impatience. This one I want to keep quiet. Everyone is guilty. Sometimes I'm impatient. I mean, that is why we're human beings, right? The idea is not to have those traits. The idea is to cage them as much as possible. Now, how do you handle impatience in trading? Of course, we'll say by being patient. Abina, no be so. But how do you do it? That's the question. How do you do it? Abi, this is how you do it. First of all, first thing first, you need to develop confidence. Again, it will keep coming up. You need to build confidence in the skill that you have. See, the skill that I have permits me to come to the market anytime, any day, any week, any month, and make money from the market. You people are underrating the skill that you have. I'm not sure you understand very well. Again, unless your technical analysis is questionable, unless you know sabi wetin you learn. If you sabi wetin you learn, you sabi am, you would understand that it doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter if it's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. The idea is to come in and come out with money. That is the idea. So when you build that mentality, you are beginning to develop patience. Because sometimes, okay, on a personal note, I don't trade on Mondays. I barely trade on Mondays. Let me put it that way. I barely trade on Mondays. But for some persons, Monday is the highest for them to trade. One of my guys say, no, Monday morning like this, beginning of the week, I will come relax, I no go do anything. No. I no fit. So you see, that's what differentiates me and you. I've come to understand that if I don't make it on Monday, I can make it on Tuesday. If I don't make it on Tuesday, I can make it on Wednesday. If I don't make it on Wednesday, I'll make it on Thursday. If I don't make it on Thursday, I'll make it on Friday. I have built that mentality. And it's stuck with me. I am not telling you fallacies. He's been here often, very much. This is my brother. This one is also my brother. So I am not telling you what I am not doing. If I'm not doing it, they will tell you here and now that I know they do it and they talk. Mondays, if you come here on Mondays, now PlayStation, now you will see us they play. On Mondays, if you come here most Mondays, you see us playing PlayStation. It's not like we don't know what we're doing. Are you getting me? We are building patience. We've understood that you don't have to rush. What do they rush for? Okay, if you rush, the stop loss where you go chop, you go still chop am. So what do they rush for? Do you get the stop loss where you go still chop, you go still chop am? So what do they rush for? If it has been if it has been ordained for you to chop stop loss, like if they don't anoint am say you must chop stop loss that week, why not give yourself the how do I put it? Why not save yourself the stress of starting the week with that loss? Let me put it that if it has been ordained that guy this week you must chop stop loss, at least save yourself the stress of starting the week with that loss. It can damage your psychology for the rest of the week. It can do that. You're taking a loss on a Monday can ruin your week. So for me, I try to cancel out anything that will. I'm not saying you should avoid Monday trading, like me, but me on this note is sharing with you what has helped me build patience. And one of those things is not trading on Monday, realizing when I need to engage and when I don't need to engage. Once it's 4 p.m. for the day, you know if you see me for chat. If you knock on my door, I'll tell you, sir, I don't close shop. I'm done. Because I understand that I can still come tomorrow and do what? And try again. I can still come next tomorrow and try again. So why the rush? Why the hurry? We always allow anxiety and this thing to get the better of us. You won't cross road. You know, say that expressway you won't cross. If you no look well, wetin go happen? Wetin go happen? So you no go waste look left and right before you cross. You go wait now. Na the same thing. Na the same thing with the market. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You want to cross the expressway and you only look one direction, especially if it's a two-way road. You come go look only your right. Forget say motor dey from left dey come. When no, they you know say we dey feel say trading view no get sense. When you enter trading view, na the first thing they look before you leap. You think say trading view no get sense, they no know wetin dem dey do. Dem dey tell you say make you look before you cross road. Na wetin dem dey tell you so, look before you cross road. If not, when you go wake up, you go dey look your body for down. So why do we need? There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. That money wey you go make from that trade wey you feel say don leave you, na still impatience that causes FOMO. It is impatience that makes you to, or more, this trade, don't leave me. This, we don't do that here. I don't do that. Ask them, if he won't leave me, may do it, make him go. Because I know say I go still catch another enter. So I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush at all. If you are going to overcome impatience, you need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to build patience. Now, how do you do that? You come and to the point where you realize the things you need to do and the things you don't need to do. Realize the things you need to do at a certain time and the things you don't need to do at a certain time. This is the key. For me, I've realized that, believe me, this is what happens to me. If I trade on Mondays, I come out Mondays with more losses than profits. No cap, I'm not telling you. If I trade on Monday, I come out with more losses on that Monday than profits. So I've come to that realization and I've done what? I've cut it off. Since this is how it affects me. Oh yeah, I'll leave. I just left it. Before I execute any trade on Monday, me know say na high probability trade be that. Na trade wey I dey sure say must happen. If it no happen, then the market just doesn't want to respect it. And Mondays, you hardly see me share maybe more than 2 or 3 trades. It's because I know say if I do anyhow, I go see anyhow on Mondays. For the rest of the week, I might be fantastic, but you see Monday, I have come to that realization and I've respected it. So you need to do the same. You need to factor in the things you need to do at a particular time. Do it. The things you don't need to do, just leave it. Any trade we don't sometimes my entry be this. Him go come here, come hand. You go say, omo, e be like this thing go leave me, oh. E be like this thing go leave me, oh. E be like this thing go leave me. You go knock am market entry. You go enter. Then that candle wey you dey see wey e be like say e go leave you never close, oh. That candle never close. Before that candle close, e don chop stop loss. This is our reality. This is the reality of majority of traders. Ask them, I always tell them, if there is one secret, one thing that will improve your trading, is wait for the candle to close. You see that candle? Wait, make it close. No rush. If it's daily, wait, make daily candle close. If it's 4 hour, wait, make that candle close. Even if it has come this close to your entry, no need to rush. No need to rush. The strategy I trade, the concept I trade, and the confidence that I've built in it, demands that for except say break of structure no dey happen for chart, na im be say I no go see entry. As long as structure is broken, Cypher must get entry. That is how much confidence I've built in what I do. So I don't need to rush. Even if I miss it here, no worry, I will still catch am. So this is it. Now, I don't want to keep going over what I have there because it is similar to everything we are discussing here. Unrealistic expectation. Poor risk management. We've talked about that. Allocating what is, proper into the market. Emotions. Who know they're guilty? Who know they're guilty? Now, when we say you're trading with emotion here encompasses everything we've been discussing. Poor decision making, greed, fear, impulsive actions. Everything we've literally been discussing here falls under emotional trading. When you let your emotion get the best of you, that's these emotions will not go away. Get my point? It will not go away. They are there as long as a human being that breathes and walks. They are there. Your job is to control them and not let them control you. The first thing, you don't want to make money from trading. Trading would mirror everything. In programming, we say garbage in, garbage out. That is what trading does. Everything you give into it is what it will give back to you. If you throw impatience at it, it will give it back to you. If you throw greed at it, it will give it back to you. So trading is a reflection of the person you are. If you are greedy as a person, it will show in your trading. Let me rephrase. If you have undefined greed as a person, it will show in your trading, because I've mentioned that we cannot overrule greed in trading in our life. You understand? That greed is what propels us to achieve anything we need to achieve, right? But you need to define it. You need to be able to say, okay, this is how much I want. In a day, I want to make $1,000 from the market. If the market gives me $1,000, oh, fantastic. I've made what I need to make for the day. And I'm okay. I can still come tomorrow again. And then you go and rest. You see that rest? Eh? Now, one thing where a lot of traders they overlook. Trading requires you to relax your mind as much as possible. As much as possible. Unless you're still learning, I always tell people, unless you're still learning technical analysis, then I can tell you to engage the market as frequent as possible. What it will do for you is it is helping you build your confidence, it is helping you sharpen your skill, and a lot more. But once you get to the point where you can boldly rate yourself 60, 70 over 100 in technical analysis alone, learn to get some rest. Learn to get some rest. It will save you a lot and it will do a lot for you. So all these things we've been talking about are everything emotional trading. So if we are of course we are humans, and human beings are emotional beings. We love, we hate, all these things, fear, greed, all of them emotion, because we cannot touch them, right? We can only feel them, but we cannot touch them. So it all starts from here. This is where everything starts. Once it's when you put bucket for tap, the bucket full, wetin go happen? To start overflowing. Good. So when it gets filled up here, and starts overflowing, it will not start getting into other parts of your body. You can't twitch your hand, press by, press by. When you no suppose press by, you don dey draw it, press by, press by, press by. Guy, this thing don dey leave you, this thing don dey leave you, press by. That time wey that thing dey tell you, you need to be able to calm yourself and tell, even if he leave me, I go still catch am. Even if he leave me, I go still catch am. Keep telling yourself that. Even if I don't get this entry, I will see. Do you know how many, okay, in the forex market, do you know how many pairs there is out there? Do you know how many trading pairs there is in the forex market? Do you know how many crypto pairs there is if you're a crypto trader? Wetin you dey rush for? Why are you impatient? Why? So sometimes what I try to do is this. I try to, the moment fear wants to come in, when I was trying to get over all of these things, the moment fear comes in, do you know what I do? I'll ask myself, why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? Wetin dey fear you? If at that point I can't answer the question to myself, this is why I'm afraid, then there's problem. I need to be able to tell myself, this is why I am afraid at this point. Okay, I'm on a long trade. The trade is moving and I'm afraid. I'll ask myself, why are you afraid?
it could be that I have exposed myself more than I should, and I'm not willing to lose that money. That is why I'm afraid. So solve it. Risk the appropriate size that you need to risk in the market. Give yourself a fighting chance, for God's sake. No look or see, like I said before, grow with your portfolio. Don't leave your portfolio behind. They grow, they go. Don't leave your portfolio behind. They grow, they go. If your portfolio size is $100, trade within the limits and capabilities of what $100 can do and can achieve. If you grow your $100 and you get to the stage of $1,000, trade within the capabilities of what that capital can do. That is how growth happens here. Except say you have access to capital. Wey be say if you blow $100,000 today, you go fit still get am again. Do you get? That's the only way you can do however you like in the market. I hear say one of una is going to lose 400, 200,000 the other day. It's easier because maybe he can get it again. Do you get? Maybe he can get it again. Guy, if I lose $200,000, I will run mad. I am being honest with you guys. If I lose 200,000, if I can get $200,000 over in naira, do you know how much $200,000 is in naira? Come on, let us live within the realities of what this craft is. Do you get? Let us live within our reality. I've said it before, I cannot risk. I did $100 to $1,000 challenge several times. Somebody came and was pushing me, do 10K to 100K. I asked him first, you know whether I get 10K to risk? Wait, say I do 10K to 100K. But I trained myself enough to the point where I've always told myself, if I can do 1K to 10K 10 times successfully, so what's the point of doing it once? What's the point of trying to do it once? What's the point? When you know, say, if you lose that money that time, he go pay you. But I have 10K dollars quite well. But I don't see any logical reason why I should engage that entire 10K at once and I don't get spare bullets. No. That's not for me. Do you understand my point? Give yourself a fighting chance. They have it and they can risk it. You don't have it. So live within the realities of what you have. When you grow from that $100 to $1,000, levels go change. Not be only for your portfolio, even your buga level go change. Do you get? But until that happens, live within the realities of what you have. This is why so many of you lose money unnecessarily. This is why you want that thing where go take you maybe 1 week to achieve. You want to achieve them in one single day. It's a problem. It's a problem for all of us. So there is no other way, there's no proper way to say it other than what I am telling you guys now. When we started, I said I'm not going to look at what I have prepared here, that we are going to have a heart-to-heart discussion. So what we're having here is a heart-to-heart discussion. And I'm telling you people what works. I don't think there is any trader out there that is as real as I am. I don't have any reason to lie to you. I know they use your money trade. If you like, trade. If you like, give me. If you like, I go see the okay. Because I believe I am making enough from the market for myself. Since we opened this place, we've only had 2 classes. This place opened in January. I've only had 2 sessions here. I can imagine if it's some of your idolos, some of your, now every month, then they get training. And they'll come out and say they've trained 5,000 people. No impact. Do I want that for myself? No. So I'm not bothered. I'm taking it the way I need to take it. I need to be able to if 10 persons attend each of my sessions, I need half of that number within a short while to be able to come out and say, I attended this training and I'm beginning to make money from the market. So, of what benefit would it be to me if 5,000 persons paid me to teach them and not one single person among them can come out and say, what this person preaches is what I am doing and I'm making from it? So, let us begin to get all these things in place. Now, let's talk about lack of trading plan. Now, if I ask you what your routine is every day that you want to trade, what would you tell me? Describe your trading routine for me every day. Sorry? I didn't get that. SLP. What I mean, okay, break it down. Let us hear. Okay. Chief, describe your trading plan for us. Just walk us through what happens in your life every day as you engage the market. Every day, I stand up to maybe time to draw where then to 4 hours, then for entry. So I don't see okay. I think it's okay. That's not a plan for me. That's not a plan. Now, what is a trading plan? This is simply your routine, the things you do before and after you engage the market. Let me describe something for you. I've told people that I don't trade on Mondays or I barely trade on Mondays. That is a trading plan. That's one of my trading plans. I don't trade on Mondays or I barely trade on Mondays. That's one of my plans. And it's stuck here forever. Right? Now, we all know that there are 3 sessions of the market, 3 major sessions that the market trades in a day. Do you factor that into your trading plan? Guilty, but you have to. You need to factor that into your trading plan. What time of the day do you engage the market? See, you're not meant to sit on your screen from morning till night. They scan trade or they scan charts. No. You live a very boring life if that is you. That's not how it should be. So you need to factor in sessions in your trading plan. What time of the day do I need to engage the market? Or you need to come to the point where you determine the time of the day that suits you better as a trader. If you've not done that, it is wrong. There are days of the week that favors you more in trading. As all of us do now, there are days of the week that favors you more in trading. There is a particular time of the day that favors you more in trading. That's what should be in your trading plan. Do you get it? That's what should be. If Wednesday, Thursday, Friday favors you in the days of the week, my brother, forget Monday and Tuesday. Forget trading Monday and Tuesday. Forget engaging the market Mondays and Tuesdays. Focus on those days you have a higher win rate. Focus on them. There's a reason why the stars align for you on those particular days. Same thing on a personal note, I prefer trading New York session. I'd always carry out how I put it, some exercises with myself as a case study. I have come to the point where I have realized that New York session favors me more than every other session. Why should I need to trade any other session other than New York session? Why? There's no point engaging the market in any other session when I know that my win rate is higher in New York session. There's a reason why things happen like this. Now, let me tell us something. Do you know why the New York session is the best time of the day for anybody to trade? Aside from the fact that they have the highest number of liquidity, they have the highest number of market makers, they have the highest number of financial institutions. Are you getting me? If you look at it this way, during Asian session, eh, supposedly we should be asleep. Abi? Then during London session, your morning is just starting. Why it go be that time of the day now you go open your charts, dey find trade wey you go take? When by New York session, everything Asia wants to do, they have done. Everything London wants to do, they have done. Then your focus is on, and oftentimes New York session goes in one direction. If you catch am, you don catch am. You no go worry about reversal anywhere. Do you get? Oftentimes they move in one direction, and that direction wey dem dey move, once you catch am, if you dey on the right side, enjoy. That's another reason why I focus on trading New York session. Here's another reason. You see, most of us here know power of three now. Oftentimes, New York always reverses everything that has happened in London and Asian session. Oftentimes, Asia and London sessions are used to create liquidities, either the lows or highs of the day. So when you come to this realization, you see that trading New York session is best. Again, let me also point, have you realized that majority of economic news that happens when you're heading into New York session? So by that time, everything you need to worry about for the day is gone. Come on, are you guys getting me? Everything you need to worry about for the day is gone. If you're lucky to catch that direction in New York session, now stress free. So this is another reason why I trade New York session more than every other session. When I was starting up as a trader, I always had Asia and New York, because back then I was working, and during that London time I should be in the office. Do you get? So Asia, I can afford to be awake for some time in the night trading, and then New York session, by that time I must have gone for break, or my day is almost over. So as time goes by, I dropped. In fact, I dropped trading in Asia session when I got married, because my wife will not go to bed if I don't go to bed. If I'm in the sitting room, she will be there. She will sleep there till anytime I'm ready to go in, and I don't want that. Do you get? So you need to, you need to be able to consider people around you when you're doing this. So that's why I left trading Asia session. So over time, I've also seen that New York session favors me better, and they have my attention. So these are some of the things that should be in your trading plan. Aside from looking at the charts, looking at where the market is going, no, these are not the only things that should be in your trading plan. Some of these things should be factored in. There are two major things that defines the movement of, that defines price action is time and price. Abi? So in trading, timing is everything. If you can get timing right, trading will be very easy for you. So just on your own, you need to ascertain these things. What time of the day favors you better? What day in the week favors you better? Save yourself the stress of engaging outside those periods or those days. Save yourself. In fact, when you do these things, it will start shaping up or amending some things that has gone wrong for you. Because your win rate is higher during New York session. There's this my guy. By the time New York opens and he catches a good trade, he has lost more trades in London and Asian session. And by that time, what he'll be doing is to break even for the day. Do you get? So the profit from New York session will be to break even for all the losses he has accumulated for the day. So there are some persons that would, no matter what you talk, it's best they experience it by themselves. I have more trading experience than him. In fact, we are close because we trade similar things. So, but when I tell him certain things, I say, okay, don't worry, experience on yourself. Do you get? So these things are some of the things that should be in your trading plan, aside from what's it called? Your entries, your exits, your stop loss, and all of that. These are some of the things you need to factor in. They are all what encompasses your trading plan. So when you have all these things in place, it will save you some certain stress, some unnecessary wahala that you should have been facing. It will not save you. Are you guys following? So let's see something else. All of them are they guilty for this one. You see this one? 90% of you are guilty of overtrading. 90% of you are guilty of overtrading. 90% of traders are guilty of overtrading. Now, do you know that everything I've said previously here will save you from overtrading? Everything I've said in recent time will save you from this. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, let me put it this way. Overtrading, number one, when we say people overtrade, the idea that comes to mind is the number of trades you take per day. Naturally, yes, as a person, as a trader, you should be able to tell yourself the number of trades you want to take each day. When New York session opens, because of the time of the day I leave the market, it does not even permit me to overtrade. Once it's 4 p.m., my shop don't close. Like once it's 4 p.m., if it's the days that I'm here in the office, ask them once it's 4 p.m., I'm already carrying my bag. I'm going home. Because that time, you see from 4 p.m. down, after they carry my bag, they go. For New York, now so then they carry their bag, they go. And I never understand what's at the talk. For New York, now so some of them, they carry their bag, they go. By that time of the day, the trading day is already ending for some persons. I know New York session extends from that time till whenever, but you have to factor in how many persons they sit down for office by till that time when New York session they end. So for me, it is 4 p.m. For some persons, it might be 5 p.m. For some, it might be 6 p.m. But for me, it's 4 p.m. So if I engage the market between, let's say, 1:30 p.m. and 4 p.m., and I'm taking more than 5 trades, I'm waiting at the see. How I take the see am. Do you get? Another thing you need to know is that it's not possible for your setup to show every day. If you are if you are if you trade ICT or SMC, that you know that there are checklists that each of these concepts need to meet before you engage. Sweep of liquidity, break of structure, inducement, and all of that. When you know that these things, that the concept you trade warrants you to spot each of these things happening, how possible do you think that all the pairs on your watch list will show you the same thing the same day? E no possible, guy. Unless say you be 1 minute man, say na 1 minute you dey trade. But if you maintain the, should I use the word, recommended time frame for trading, it's not possible that all your setup will show. At most, if I take 2, 3 highest, if I take 4, I don dey overtrade. Remember that first off, we've already ruled out, taking out the days of the week that does not favor us. Are you getting me? We've already taken it out. We've already taken out the days or the time of the day that does not favor us. Are you beginning to get it now? We've taken out the days of the week that does not favor us in trading. We've taken out the time of the day that does not favor us in trading. Now, with what is left for us, it will not permit us to overtrade. It will not. These things follow, they follow through with each other. When you take out personally, okay, Monday no dey work for me. If I trade on Mondays, stop losses will be more than take profits. I don comot am. I don cancel am. So I'm left with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I've taken out trading in Asia session, London session, and I'm focusing only on New York session. I've also taken out some things that will not favor me. So with what is left for you, your chances of doing the right thing is high than doing the wrong thing. It will not permit you to overtrade at all. And you need to also be able to tell yourself, for today, I want to take only 3 trades. It doesn't matter how they end. I will not chase the market. So if you take 3 trades and you lose 2 and 1 hits take profits, believe me that one that hits take profit will cover up for the 2 that has taken stops. Na so im be, unless say you dey trade 1:1. Do you get? Unless you trade 1:1. So for me, that is how I see it. When you take out the things that you're not supposed, that you don't need from the equation, what is left for you gives you a fighting chance, gives you a better chance of making it in trading rather than not. So instead of you wake up every morning, there are some of us here, that is our routine. We wake up every morning. The first thing your phone touches is trading view. In fact, you open trading view before you check your messages or missed calls. It is bad. It is bad. Sometimes I go out. When I go out with my family, I leave my trading phone at home. I even fit get running trades, but I no mind. I don already know the outcome of the trade wey I take. Say either na stop loss or wetin, take profit. Na the 2 outcome be that. E no pass like that now. I don already know say na 2 things, stop loss or take profit. If e no go this way, e go go this. So my mind don comot for there. So I can confidently leave it at home and go where I'm going. But some of us, if you wake up and chat, it's like that I don't know the color of your own candle. If na red and green, it's like that red and green dey give una dopamine. E dey give you fuel wey you need to breathe. It is wrong. You wake up for midnight, peace catch you. You go leave the peace first. First check trading view. So these are some things that, funny as they are, they are not doing you any good. They are not doing you any good. You need to find time to socialize. You don't underrate socialization because you don't know the impact it can add. You don't know the benefits it can add to your trading. That time off can save you from the stop losses you may take. Do you get? So, like I told you guys on Mondays here, if maybe from 9, 10, 11 on Mondays, you open this door, what you go see for this screen na PS4 they play. Na game wey dey play. I dey tell you, there are a lot of things it does for us. The stop loss wey we for don ask them the time, ask two of them the days they've gone against listening to me, not trading on Mondays. Okay. He's been here more times. Ask him the day wey they don go against trading on Mondays, wetin dey happen. I go just go for my office dey laugh them. I will be laughing there because you know say this thing no dey favour you. There's no point. Even if I'm advising people, I would even advise you to take out Monday, because by Monday price action is still forming. Believe me, by Monday the high and lows of the week never form. And if you know what you're doing, you need the highs and lows of the week to form for you to even pick your directional bias. Do you get? So if you take out Monday from the equation, you've saved yourself a lot of stress. Come on Tuesday. By Tuesday, Monday high don form, Monday low don form. Then you know what you want to do. You choose one side. So I'm not saying people should leave Monday trade. If it favors you, of course, by all means, continue. But for me, there is no point. If it doesn't matter the market you trade. You think say financial market no get sense wey dem give you forex during the week, give you crypto during the week and weekends, give you indices, derivatives. You think say dem no know wetin dem like your money. You see that your $10, $20, dem like am. E dey sweet dem to take. So give yourself a fighting chance. Avoid the things you're not supposed. Just leave am. The market, see, build yourself, like I said before, to the point where you tell yourself, say, market no dey finish. Some of you that are in my groups, you hear me say it every time. If an entry is missed, I'll tell am say entry no dey finish, market no dey finish. If my setup e no dey finish, no just worry yourself, e no dey finish. Another one go come. So you need to build yourself to that point where you have that level of confidence to tell yourself that, see this thing, if you like make him go, if you like make him no pick me, I will not force it. In come this close, see your entry here, in come here, come kiss am, he no tag you, my brother, leave am. If he miss your entry, go, he no pick you, close am. If you no close am, if he come back, wetin you go chop? Stop loss. It's the reality of how trading works. Because oftentimes, when price misses your entries and comes back to it, what it has done, it has created an inducement. And there is no way where your stop loss go dey safe from that point of inducement and where the entry actually is. So when price misses your entry by a few pips, close am. No leave am open. 80% of the time na stop loss in the end. 80% of the time it ends in stop losses. So let us see, we need to bring in, or we need to start incorporating the right attitude, the right mentality into our trading. Unless you no wan see result, unless you don't want to see result, there are some persons that will gamble their way through. Get me? There are some persons that will gamble their way through to success, but there are only a handful of people that you favor. Do you get? There are only a handful of people that will be doing the wrong thing and still be able to scale through. Do you get? But the ratio of the people that will do the wrong thing and scale through is very low. And that's where some of us fall into. So for us to overcome some of these challenges that we are facing as traders, even as individuals, you need to start doing the right thing. It will take you a shorter period of time to scale through when you start doing the right thing. It will take you a long period of time to scale through if you continually do the wrong thing. At some point, you will get to the point where you come to the realization that all these things I've been doing are the wrong things. And then you start doing the right thing. By then, you don't waste all these days and months and years that you should have started doing the right thing. Why not start doing the right thing from the onset? Why not start doing the right thing from the beginning? Save yourself so many stress and unnecessary losses, because now those losses they affect, it's what affects your psychology as a trader that ends up placing you in the bracket of unprofitable traders. That is the reality. If you do the right things, you stand a better chance of scaling through. Again, always you have to be a better human to be a better trader. You have to be a better human. By being a better human, as somebody that is better, you need to know that impatience doesn't pay. Undefined greed doesn't pay. Do you get? Some of these things, they are wrong to your health. So if they are wrong to your health as a person, they are wrong to your trading health. They are very, very wrong. They will do you they will do you strong thing when you say you go start to the you go start to the question yourself. So this is another thing, neglecting fundamental analysis. How many of us pay attention to news? How many of us pay attention to news? I am a pure technical trader. Do you get? More so much that every decision I make when it comes to trading is based on technical analysis, not fundamental analysis, not emotional analysis, nothing else. It is based on technical analysis. We need to understand that fundamental analysis is very essential. It is very important to our trading. So we don't have, even if you don't execute based on fundamental analysis, you need to pay attention to it. For some persons, the moment Trump hold mic, they don't dey for meta trader. Are you getting me? The moment Trump holds mic to give those speeches, they don't dey on meta trader, they wait. Once Trump just talk anything, they don't press buy and sell. That's not the type of trader I am. Do you get? But does that mean I should overlook fundamentals? No. If, as a matter of fact, it is one of the things that are contained in my trading plan. Every day, I want to see the news that they have for the day. I want to ascertain the impact of that news on price for that day. Do you get? So what it will do for me is, and see, I've also realized something, that if I have a setup going into the news, and the news comes out, if you are on the right path, the news only propels what you already have, unless you're not on the right path. Do you get? If price is meant to buy and news is coming out and you are waiting for a buy, if that news comes out and it triggers for price to buy, it will buy. So what news does is to fuel what you already have as a technical trader. So there are persons who take trading decisions based on fundamental analysis. But if you are a technical analysis based trader, news will only propel what you already have if your analysis is right. If it's wrong, no only stop loss, nothing will happen. No only stop loss, you no go die. You go only die. You go only die if now your portfolio you carry put at once. Now where you go find it. But if you do the right thing, no only stop loss in your shop. You know, see what this confidence I'm trying to give you guys will do for you is, you see fear, you will trample on it. You will tell yourself, say, how you expecting will happen? Stop loss. Now, stop loss wey go happen na just a fraction of your portfolio im go take, and you still stand a chance to recover that stop loss even before the day ends. So na the thing wey dey there be that. Some of these things dey affect price, and we should pay attention to them, right? So here is another place that a lot of us are guilty. Continuous learning. I don sabi am before I don sabi am, but the market is dynamic. The financial market is dynamic. It changes. Of course, you agree with me that the way the market is this year is not what it was last year. That is, so if you don't adapt, that means you fall behind. So you need to continuously improve what you already know. Listen, I did not say by continuous learning, I no mean say if you learn ICT today, tomorrow you can't learn SMC, next tomorrow you can't jump to it. No. By continuous learning, I mean you see that ICT wey you don learn, continually improve on it. You agree with me that as the day goes by, you begin to see some things that you don't actually need. If you're an ICT trader, you begin to see that there are some things I don't need. You take it out. That is continuous learning. If you've observed my chart, you see that sometimes you may only see just two lines. But it doesn't mean that in the process of arriving to what I want to trade, that I only had two lines. At that point, I'd already taken out what I don't need to see on my chart. Do you get? So you need to continually improve what you know. Believe me, I'm not saying if you are an ICT trader and ICT is not working for you, you shouldn't learn a different concept, right? By all means, if the concept you are trading or you have learned, one, you don't have a good win rate with it, and it hasn't improved your trading, you can learn something else. But oftentimes it's a question of us having the time, dedicate the required time to learn something else. There are people that trade ICT and they are making money from it. There are people that trade SMC, they are making money from it. So sometimes it's not a question of what you have learned. It's a question of how you have learned it. I started off as a contemporary trader, meaning support, resistance, demand, supply. From there, I improved it to SMC. Even though I would not entirely describe myself then as an SMC trader, because there are only a few things on SMC. What I do is I've learned ICT, I've learned SMC, I've learned varieties of concepts. One unique thing about me, or what it has done for me, is that from each of these concepts, I try to pick out one thing that works perfectly well for me there. Pick it and then incorporate it to what I already know. That's why sometimes when people look at my chart, they are unable to determine what I trade. They are unable to determine the concepts that I trade. Do you get? That's because I am dwelling in a well of vast knowledge that I've accumulated, and I've fished out the things that I need from those varieties, and I've made it my own. That is what you end up doing at some point in your life. Yes, you have learned SMC, but with time, you begin to put +1, +2 together, and then you begin to leave all the things that you don't actually need. And at some point, you now see that your trading is purely defined by those few things that you have picked from that vast world that we were in from. And you see that it will begin to be as if, you come be as if na juju they use. Do you get? So don't be stuck at what you have already learned. I always like, see, like I told you people, this is my brother, this is my brother. I taught them trading. When I first taught them, what did I teach you people? SMC. I taught them SMC. And then I learned SQL, structure and liquidity, right? So I placed two of them on a scale within a particular time frame. I placed them on a scale. Now the scale was for the one that I had the highest win rate on. And SQL or the SLK, I don't know what they call them. I had more win rates trading it than I have ever had trading SMC. What did I do? I abandoned SMC completely. I abandoned it completely. Now listen. Abandoning it does not mean that if I see say liquidity sweep happen, I don't know wetin go follow. Are you getting me? That knowledge is there already. I don learn am, I don sabi am before I don sabi am. But it does not, or it no longer defines my execution. But I don sabi am. If I see liquidity sweep happen, I don know the next thing wey go happen because I don sabi SMC. Do you get? But I no longer take trading decisions or executions based on the knowledge of SMC because I have now focused my trading on structure and liquidity. Do you get? So I taught them structure and liquidity too. This one, when I told him that he should abandon SMC because then he was still trying to master SMC. When I told him to abandon SMC for SQL, he refused. But ask him what he trades today. He trades structure and liquidity because he has also seen that this one is easier. The checklist is minimal. For FMC, you need to wait for liquidity sweep. That liquidity sweep need to lead to break of structure. Break of structure need to provide you with an inducement, and then before you now think of what? Executing the trade. But for structure and liquidity, my brother, as long as a break of structure is happening on the chart, we dey get entry steady. Except say break of structure no dey happen. But as long as structure is being violated, na so we dey take one candle. In structure and liquidity, one candle determines our trading. Only one candle. Make that candle just give us break of structure. Forget the rest. That is it. So you see that what I'm trying to say is, over the years, I have learned several things to get to where I am today. But where I am today, I am telling you now that it is better than where I was all these years because I have something that is simplified and easy for me to do. So when you grow in trading, every one of us will go through that process. We'll go through that process at our own various time. But then as you grow, you need to shed off those old skin that you don't need. That's why you see a serpent, when it grows, it will peel off the old skin and leave it behind. So that's what I need you guys. As you grow, take out all those things where you see all these things what they talk about. Yes, if you enter this year, then you know from here come out. Tomorrow you go back to doing what brought you here in the first place. But then at some point you need to ask yourself, is that an improvement to your life or your trading? Does doing this thing that is not working, does it make you better? It doesn't make you better. It keeps you stuck at a spot for a very long time. And that place where you don't dey, you're not only affected financially because you're losing money, your psychological state of mind is devastated. So save yourself the stress. I always tell people, it costs more to do the wrong thing. It will cost you more. to do the wrong thing. It will cost you less to do the right thing. It will cost you less to do the right thing. If impatience is your problem, focus on solving impatience. Solve impatience. You see those things that you know that you do. Every one of us here know that thing that we do that causes us to fail in trading. But the problem is the unwillingness to leave those things behind. That is why it's as if there are so many unprofitable traders and profitable traders. And oftentimes, it's not a question of whether you sabi technical analysis or not. Na bad behavior for trading. Just as there are bad behaviors as a human being, we know what is good and what is bad. That is how it is in trading. If you dey do bad thing, you fit prosper with that bad thing, but you no go get rest of mind. Am I correct? You no no have rest of mind. It may take you, less time to do the wrong thing and scale through, but the day when go come bite you, the day it will come to haunt you, it will take you back by many years. That is the effect of doing the wrong thing in trading. Not only in trading, even in our individual lives. You understand? But let's focus on trading. It will take you less, it will cost you less to do the right thing. If you know say na greed be your problem, define your greed. Every day you come, if na 4 hour market give you, take am, close your laptop, go do another thing. The breed of traders that are coming these days, they don't have anything else to do with their life, and it is bad. It is bad. You need to find something else you enjoy doing other than trading. Something that can take your attention away from trading. Something that can help you reset. When I play games, it helps me reset. You understand? Sometimes if I'm becoming too overwhelmed, I'll just go out, carry my wife comot, leave my phone, leave everything for house, comot. Because that time wey I don come, I know say I no dey think of trading again. You no get wife, you get girlfriend. You understand? So if you know that you have identified, and then of course identifying the problem is not always the issue. We know the problem. You understand? And oftentimes we know the solution to those problems, but we know the greed one. You understand? We know the greed one. So how you dey go school, lecturer go give you assignment, you no do the assignment, then you go dey wait to sort am at the end of the session. Which one suffer dey pass? Na to sort am now. Na to sort am, because by that time maybe the money him go call you no get am, or it might be a lecturer you cannot sort. By then you are stuck. So why not do the right thing and do the assignment from the onset and save yourself the stress? Even if the assignment say over 50, you no score the 50, you get 30, it is worth something. You understand? They say if you wan beg, if you wan beg for something, if you wan beg big man for something, the easiest way for you to get it is to tell him, this is the one I have. Let me take it again. If you want to beg me for something, come to me, tell me this is what I have done and it has not worked. Do you get? I need to see proof that you have tried on your own and it's not working. Then I can help you further. If you want to beg me for, okay, let's say you want to buy a car. You come to me and say, boss, I beg you, I wan buy car. I get the car na 7 million. I get 4 million. It's easier for me to give you 3 million naira than to give you 7 million naira for a car. Are you getting it? So let us start doing the right thing. It is the only way to move forward. It is the only way to move forward in this. I am telling you not as someone who has vast experience, but as someone who wants you to prosper in this craft the right way. Trading will make you money. See, trading will make you money. I am telling you from the depth, from the deepest bottom of my heart, trading will make you money. It's if I sit here and tell you people my story, where I am coming from, you will probably not believe it. You understand? Some persons think maybe this guy just pull up from somewhere. If I tell you the things that I've had to face in my life, you know get suffer where anybody don't suffer for this life, one never suffer. So when someone comes to me and tell me, boss, I dey suffer, I go dey laugh you. Because I go ask you which suffer you don't suffer where I never suffer. So if I can do it, if a good number of us can do it, you can do it. You can do it. You just need to do the right thing. If you do the wrong thing, you go still arrive at the same destination, but you no go get rest of mind. And that destination where you arrive, one wrong thing again wey you go do fit send you back years. So why not grow by doing the right thing? See, gentlemen, money will come. Money in trading will come, but you need to give yourself time. This thing is not automatic. This is not chere were, bring and take. It is something that you need to grow with. You need to develop a system on it over time. And that system is not only determined by how do I put it, by your level of expertise. It also factors in your capital base. I keep saying it. Trade within the capabilities of your capital. No let one person wey dey post $10,000, $100,000 PNL dey pressure you. You no need that pressure. You and the person no dey face the same demon. You and the person do not have the same access. I've given you an example that if the person makes 10 million, it's only a matter of time for you to make your own 10 million. Do you get? So if I am being asked to do $10,000 to $100,000 challenge, and I choose to do it by $1,000 to $10,000, I will still arrive at the same result with rest of mind. Do you get? With rest of mind. So I know say out of $10,000, now $1,000 I dey lose. If I fail now, I'll try again. If I fail, I'll try again. The skill that I have does not permit me to fail 10 times. Even if na 2 times I succeed out of that 10, I don't cover up. Do you get? I don't cover up for the 8 times why I lose. This is how trading works. Don't let anybody cajole you into thinking you can flip. Yes, you can do flipping, but don't let yourself believe that that is the standard practice. It is not. You can confidently start doing flipping when the money you're flipping is nothing to you. If I sit down now say I wan do flipping, my stop loss, if I am risking $500 on a trade as my stop loss, that $500 is what I'm using to do flipping. Knowing that whatever the outcome is, now my stop loss amount be that. That is how it actually works. Again, don't let anybody cajole you or pressure you into thinking that you cannot make it from trading, or that $10,000 PNL, 100,000. I think you people have seen what is see, you should be able to see what is happening in the industry. That the fakes dey more than the real. In every business, in every business, in every monetary business, that's always how it is. People will try to fake it. They'll try to cajole you. They'll try to attract you to fall into that fakeness. That is why we have these days, shebi since yesterday, which I see for my timeline now, Chat GPT convert $10,000 PNL to, and it will do it. These things they are easy now. They are easy to do. If this my brother sit down for Photoshop or for what's the name again that you design on Figma and design something for you, you know go, if dem tell you, if you smell am, you no go fit believe. But that is the reality. Some of these your big shots, as much as employ these graphic designers on standby, they have they have them on standby. Do you get? They have videos now, sef. No, then they even modify videos. Nothing is impossible to do. Why are they doing those things? They are interested in that money wey dey pay them for mentorship, that money wey dey pay them to join their groups. That's what they are interested in. Do you get? That's why they can come out. Why you no go buy Lamborghini now? Where if 5,000 people pay you 100,000 to join your mentorship, you know how much be that? Do you get? That's just the reality of the market or the industry that we are in. The fake plenty. Like I told you people, there's a business side of the trading and then there's actual trading. If you want to make genuine money from trading, you see all those people where they are focused now on the business side of trading, mute them, block them for the sake of your sanity. You know go feel the pressure of how these people they make this $10,000 wey dem dey post. Your interest will be, I come today, I see $100, thank God. Oh. I come tomorrow, I see $200, thank God. Oh. The most important thing is that you're consistently fishing from the well. You understand? You dey consistently see fish dey chop. Now, when you accumulate all that fish you're getting, your basket go full. Then you go dey find basin where you go pour. That is how it is. So, but when that is not your focus now, omo, how I wan take make this $100,000, guy go do yahoo, or you go find another thing do with your life. I'm being very honest with you guys. It doesn't work that way in trading. In trading, you have to work for it. You have to work for it. Leave all these people. It's easy. It's very easy. To grow accounts now, they're very easy. You just have to do giveaway for 1 week. You just have to just bring out 100K, do giveaway for 1 week. You can catapult your account from 3K to 50K followers. So building that followership is easy. So no look at the size of their account. The size of their account no determine the reality of what they are doing. Do you get? Again, some of these people don't have they don't get your progress at heart. There are very few traders that actually want to see you succeed. And those are traders that have succeeded the right way. They are the ones that have you at their heart. They want you to succeed genuinely. But you see those ones who don't want you to succeed, but they don't care about you. They only care about that money you pay them for mentorship or that money you pay them. Ask how many. I know someone who has attended, okay, let me not mention names, but that my boy has attended the mentorship class of some of these top trade influencers that we have in the industry. He has attended all their mentorships. I don't want to name names, but he has attended all of them. He is in their groups until he eventually met me. When he met me, the first thing I told him is to come out from the group. Just save yourself. You have suffered enough. Come out. Then start teaching him the right things. By the time I was 2 weeks into coaching him, he almost shed tears. Do you know, he was telling me, I don't know saying like this thing easy. I was thinking that trading is one. In fact, I was beginning to lose my confidence that trading no dey work, because I have been learning and adopting the wrong thing. Then go come risk $10,000 for one trade. That $10,000 go do 2R. Then go start to shout profit choke. Massive profit everywhere. They are massive profits considering the size they use. But you wey use $10, $20 enter the trade. After that 2 hours, that trade fit come back on hit stop loss. To them, they don't make money, they don't make massive profit, but they cry for side. Do you get? This is the reality. I always encourage everybody, learn for yourself. Learn trading for yourself. It's not, trading is, see, the craft is not hard. The process is hard. Understand me? The craft, learning trading is not hard. But the process is hard. The process is difficult. It's not easy, I have to be honest with you. There are some persons that, of course, our styles are different. There are some persons that for it will take them 3 months and they started making money trading. For some persons, it will take them years. That is how it is. So you need to understand yourself and factor that in as you dey pressure yourself. You need to understand factors. Tell yourself say, remember say the time wey e take Usain Bolt to complete a particular mileage no be the same time e take another person to complete the same thing. That is how different we are. So again, the craft trading, e no hard, nothing dey there. Na the process of coming out, beating your chest and say I am a profitable trader. That is what is hard. And it is hard because we have incorporated the wrong mentality and the wrong practices into our trading. That is why it is hard. And it will become harder for you the more you don't leave these things. I know someone who is a fantastic analyst, but he's a terrible trader. Fantastic analyst, terrible trader. Why is he a terrible trader? His executions. His execution is very flawed. But he will draw charts. Whenever he comes and you send him, he's like, boss, can you imagine that? This setup we just hit CP. I analyzed this some days ago. I no come trade am. I can't go do another thing. So you're now getting the point of him being a good analyst and a bad trader. See, if you must analyze it, you must trade it. Do you get me? If you analyze am, if you do am, make sure say you take am. It will do you a lot of good. It will boost your confidence, especially if you start winning more trades. It will boost your confidence. If there's one thing you need to go from here to here in this industry, confidence being boosted. And that can only happen if you have more winning trades. How will you have more winning trades if you're not doing the right thing? You can't win more trades if you're not doing the right thing. Like I said before, you might do the wrong thing and it will propel you to the top. But one wrong thing that you do at that top way, then you fall down the ladder. But if you do the right thing consistently, when you get up there, it will keep you there. It will keep you there. Questions? Questions. It doesn't matter about what. Just shoot your questions.
Okay, I wanted to ask you. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Rod. So, concerning what you were saying, um, so I was this type around last. I'm sharing from my own experience. I was this type around last year. I always wanted to. Okay, I had $25, then I was searching myself. At the end of the day, I found that. So I took out my time almost, and I told myself that okay, I was going to trade because I traded more crypto futures. I was going to trade crypto, and I set aside I think about $500. So I told myself any profit I made from that $500, I'm going to do P2P. Then I made a Naira account that I was not going to touch. Yes. So at the end of August, I found out that I did about 5 to 6 million. Now that 5 to 6 million, I was not able to touch it. Now I repeated that same process again in September. So when you said that compounding, that most people cannot actually do that 10K at two, but you actually compound over time. When you said that, I remember. So
It's the reality that we live in. Unless you want to keep telling yourself lies. Unless you want to keep telling yourself lies. The right thing, the moment you start doing it, you start seeing results. It is not, once you start incorporating the right thing, results will come. The problem is that we are not consistent enough to do the right thing. Some persons will do the right thing today. Tomorrow they don't go back. Okay, we all know that journaling is important. I can ask you if the last trade you took was journal and you'll be like, I don't remember. We know it's a good practice, right? But how consistent are you to do that right thing? That thing that is right, how consistent are you to do it? That is it. If you must break through, you have to do consistent. I'm not saying in the midst of your consistencies that There will be no inconsistencies, right? But you need to come out on top doing the right things consistently. It is the only way. It is the only way. Unless you no wan see results. It is the only way. The same thing that someone that is making $10,000, 5,000, just tell yourself, say, I will get there. I will get there. First, you need to ground yourself. You understand? You need to steady yourself. When you steady yourself on the boat, you can then be able to do what? To paddle it with ease. That's how trading works. Questions?
So, can you categorize trading as
Okay. Categorizing it, how do you mean?
give us step by step?
Okay. Like I said earlier on, it can vary from what this person have to what I have to what this person have, right? But in drafting your trading plan, like I said earlier, you don't need to only have your bias, your entry, your exits, and everything. You need to also include those standard practices that you need to do, leading to when you even start looking at your charts. Do you get? For instance, if we have 3 sessions in a day, right? And from what we have discussed so far, I encourage you to stick to trading one session, right? You need to also factor in your journal that you only trade what? So session. It is part of your trading plan. Do you get? Now, there's one thing about repetition and sightseeing. If you consistently see something, eh, with time, it will register in your consciousness. Do you get? Let's say, for instance, this is your trading station. This is where you trade. On the wall here, you have your trading plan. You see it every day. As long as you continually follow that thing you see every day, days will come when you don't need to see it to do it. That is how I started. So back then, when it comes to where I trade, you see all my rules, I wrote them down. All my trading plan, I wrote them down. What it did for me was it was a constant reminder. When I want to do something that is contrary to what I have there, only my head where I can see that paper there. Don't recall me back, say guy, na wrong thing you wan do so. So the more consistently you see it, the more often you see it, the more it will register in your head and in your mind, to the point that you will not need to see it to do it again. Do you get? So whatever those process or procedures that you go through before you start analyzing your charts for the day, for the week, all those things should be included in your trading plan. You understand? To the point of, even if you have to take a cup of water before you start analyzing your chart, it is part of your trading plan. It is a routine. You see all those routines that you have to keep or you have to follow before you start executing your trade. Those things are what should be in your trading plan. So I can't tell you, do this, put this in your trading plan, put this, because what is in my own plans is not what is in your own plans. So what I'm just trying to say is, your trading plan should not only contain your exit points, your entry points, your stop losses, and all of those things. You understand? All these other things that you have to do, all these other boxes you have to check before you even get to the point of executing your trade also needs to be included in your trading plan.
So, regarding trading, is there something normally is but that once is 4 p.m.
Yes, ask them. Once it's 4 p.m., all my limit order are closed. All my running trades are closed. because I don't need anything that will bring me back to looking at the market again. From looking at the market again, you will see another entry, another trade wey you wan take. So once it's 4 p.m., I am done. I'm closing my limit order. I don't leave limit order open for a new day. I approach each day with its own blessings and its own cost. I don't do carryovers. Do you get? So the reason is because over time, I have built myself enough to tell myself that trade no dey finish, market no dey finish. Do you get? So that limit order wey leave open, tomorrow e fit come na im don hit stop loss. So why not save yourself the following day? If you come analyze the same chart and it is still valid, you can open it.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, no need to apologize.
Now, regarding this same question, for me, if we are
Okay.
but if by 4 p.m. doesn't bring for that, I don't like that. Now, clear this now, what's that thing I'm missing? Let's say I'm not making a mistake. What must
When you close shop throway the key, but not throway am where you no go find am. Do you get? See, the blessing of this craft, the blessing of this industry is that it is open every day. Do you get? The forex market is open from Monday to Friday. The crypto market is open from Sunday to Sunday. The volatility market, all of them dey there. And believe me, as a trader, you don't have to limit yourself to the confinement of only one market. Do you understand? This is what I do. And in fact, since September, there are only a few forex trades that I've taken. Because I have seen that there are a lot of shenanigans going on in the forex market, and I am not seeing what I need to see for me to get a good win from the forex market. I abandoned it. I did not abandon it totally, but I focused more on another market that I am seeing clearly on. So if you've noticed, in recent times since September, I've traded more crypto than forex. Does that mean that I've not posted forex trades? But I have traded more crypto because I did not limit myself to the confinement of just one. But I don't trade on weekend though. I don't trade on weekends. You need to give yourself time. You need to give your mind and your body time to refresh and come again. So when you're looking at the chart, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, what time does even your consciousness, what time does it have to reset? You're not giving it any time. And that's not how, see, the brain needs rest. Do you understand? Back then in school, if you notice, you see that there are sometimes that if you're reading, they enter. If you dey continue to read that time, they waste your time. So the best thing to do then is to leave the book, go and rest, do something else, then come back later and continue. Do you understand? It's the same thing here. Give yourself time to reset. Find something else to do. Find something else. See, develop another interest outside trading. Don't let your life, revolve around trading alone. If you have friends that maybe during that period that you're out of the market, if you have friends that hang out with, discuss with, do it. Leave the market. The market will always be there for you. The market would always be there for you. Leave it, do something else. Weekends, I dey barely trade on weekends. Barely. Because Saturdays, early momo, I don go play ball. I go dey where I dey play ball 12 knack. You understand? By the time we don do all the things wey we do there, I come back. I have some things I have to do. If you're the type that you have laundry, you have other things, you do it. Sunday, I go church. If I from church come back, I eat the food wey my wife cook finish. Once evening, around maybe 4 5 p.m. don knack, I don carry am, we don comot, we don go do different. My life does not revolve around trading. It will help you, believe me, it will help you. If it's gaming that you know enjoy doing outside trading, that time wey you no dey trade, game, just focus on game. If it's doing anything, do it. Don't let your life, it will see, trading will be more difficult if your entire life revolves around trading. It is going to be difficult for you. Find other things that would captivate your interest. If it's football, if it's anything at all, you understand, that will take your attention away from trading at that moment. What it's doing for you, see, sometimes when I'm on my trading station and it seems as if I'm not seeing clearly, like I know they see anything. Do you know what I'll do? I'll just stand up and take a walk. I mean, just, if it was when I was at home, when I've not set this place up, I'll just go down, just walk around my estate, for some minutes, for some, come back. What it will do for me is, so it's giving me a reset to come back and look at the markets again afresh. Do you understand? Try some of these things I'm telling you, and you see that improvement will set in. Don't let your life revolve around trading. It will be difficult for you. You go hard. You understand? It will be very difficult. Even if you have friends where they say, then their own life they around trading. No, don't allow your own to be like that. Find interest in something else. What it's doing for you, it's helping you reset. You understand? And by that time, when you don't get that reset and come back, there are some things that you may not see previously, that when you come back, you see it. So this is the reality that I'm living in, and I'm telling you that it works. You have further questions? Okay. To unlearn. Okay. Let me put it this way. If you are in high institution, if you do GNS year 1, do am year 2, and in year 3 you find out that you're doing GNS again, will you carry over what you have learned from year 1 from a different lecturer, year 2 from a different lecturer, a different how do I put it, textbook, different, will you carry it over to year 3 because it is GNS? It is not as easy as I'm saying it, but sometimes it's the best thing. If I want to teach you, you must first of all forget about everything you have learned. It's not easy to forget it, but you need to bring yourself to the point of accepting what you are learning at that moment. Don't tell yourself, I've seen this thing before. Somebody has taught me this thing before. This is not how he taught me. Unless you don't have the confidence that that person that is teaching you at that current time knows what the person is doing. Do you understand? If the person knows what he's doing, what he's teaching you, just try and focus on what that person is teaching you. It's not something that happens automatically, right? That reset does not happen automatically, but what will help you is to start accepting more of what that person is teaching you at that point as the reality, or that thing you're learning as the reality. Don't let yourself think that shebi na wetin mentor John tell me say this thing they do be this. No be like this, he explain say break of structure dey happen or liquidity sweep. No be like, don't let yourself come to that point unless the person that is teaching you at that point, you don't have the confidence that the person knows what he's teaching you, and you have not seen proven results that this person knows what he's teaching you. What builds people's confidence, or what has built people's confidence in Cypher, is because they have seen that I have done it over and over and over and over again. Do you understand? They have seen that this thing this person is talking about, he's been doing it, he has done it consistently. So I've proven to you that that thing works. So if you're coming to learn from me, whereby you know that I've proven to you that this thing works, you don't need to have any doubts within yourself in what I am teaching you, if it works or not, because from results that you have seen over time, you have seen that this person knows what he's doing, he knows what he's saying, and this thing he's saying actually works. So don't bring yourself to the point of conflicting the interest of what you're learning from the person and what you have learned before. You understand? It's not always easy, it's not as automatic as I'm making it sound, but it's something that it's a process that once you engage it, it's just like when water is flowing and you put a barricade in between it. That barricade that you have placed does not mean that water will not splash from here into this one at some point. But what it will do is it will cool down the wave, and then at some point that water will not be able to do what? To cross over to the other side. So it's just how it is. If you have to learn something afresh, try and unlearn what you have learned before. If you don't unlearn what you have learned before, it will contradict what you're learning at that point. So unless you are, how do I put it? Unless what you're learning is still within the same line of what you have learned before. You understand me? For instance, if I'm teaching you break of structure, there is no way any concept teaches break of structure that is not the same thing. Do you understand? That one is easier to understand. But for some things and some of it, just try and put it aside. Try and just forget them. You understand? Focus on more of what that person is teaching you. How will you focus? Practice more of what the person is teaching you. Study more of what that person is teaching you. With making reference to what you have learned before. So it's not easy, but over time you get it done. Risk management and break even. Then they say break even are for pussies. Do you believe that? So that's what your mentors used to say. That break even are for pussies. Eh? Don't listen to them. Oh. Don't forget $10. See, the primary goal of every trader, your number one primary goal is what? Capital preservation. Capital preservation. So break even is not a sin against capital preservation. By breaking even, you're preserving capital. So that capital preservation is what helps you to come and fight again tomorrow. So your number one priority as a trader is capital preservation. How do I preserve my capital enough for me to come back and try again tomorrow? You understand? If you have the luxury of people like us, stop loss or TP, do it. But if you don't, break even is not a crime. And when it comes to risk management, I don't know what people teach when it comes to risk management. But at the end of the day, it still comes down to what I have said earlier on. Only expose what you're willing to lose in the market. See, before you press buy or sell, that $10, $20, $100 that you have assigned to your stop loss, consider it gone. Let me take it again. Before you press buy or sell or long or short, if it's $5, $10, $100, $1,000 that you have assigned to your stop loss, consider it gone before you press that button. Do you get? You have to accept the risk to be able to see the profit. Now, the moment that trade starts moving in your favor in accordance to your analysis, don't fail to break even if you don't have the luxury of stop loss or TP. Do you understand me? Get it? First of all, you need to accept the loss. By accepting the loss, What it means is once you press buy or sell, just know say that money wey you put for stop loss don go. Know that one first. So there's nothing to fear again. You understand? That loss of $5 wey you suppose dey fear, you don tell yourself say omo, as I dey press this buy or sell, this one don go. Just consider am like that. So there's nothing to be afraid of again. Then if your luck moves, that your analysis goes in accordance to what you have analyzed, and the trade moves in profit your direction, don't fail to break even. Don't fail to preserve that $5, $10, $50, $100 that you have assigned to your stop loss. Preserve it, because the trade has moved, in accordance to what you have analyzed. And also, don't be quick to move your stops to break even. For me, that trade needs to have done like 2R minimum. It needs to have done at least 2R before I can move my stop loss to break even. So you see why it's important to accept the loss first. When you accept the loss, you know that okay, if it go, nothing dey happen. But the moment it moves, don't be too quick to preserve the capital that you have already accepted that is gone. 2R minimum for me. I don't adjust my stop loss to break even if I am overexposed. Get my point? If I'm overexposed on a trade, maybe $100, $200 trade. If I have a maybe let's say $1,000 trade running or more, once that trade moves by 2R, I don't break even, because I know how much that $1,000 be for naira, guy. Do you understand? Instead of losing it to stop loss, you better might lose am to break even, then take the money go chop. You understand? But quite well, we've accepted the loss by the time we are executing the trade. But it will be unwise for you to see profit and not preserve your capital. Do you understand? So your risk management should prioritize what you're exposing yourself to in the market, what you're risking in the market. Have a target. I've said that before. Have a target. If it's 3R, 4R, do you know what it means to do a 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes business with $100 and come out with $300? Do you know what? I told you to treat trading like a business. Do you know, okay, you have a shop, you open your shop, you have goods. 3 persons come with $100, come buy market from you that day. You close shop for that day, you no go dey happy. What are we not talking about now? What are we not saying? So even if it's 3R, 4R that you get from the day, be okay with it. Unless you know sure say you go dey tell yourself, as I'm seeing this profit now, who knows, if I close this trade I may not get another entry. That's not for me. That is not for me. Guy, what goes up, even if it no come down finish, it must retrace. It must retrace. I'm trying to let people know that this thing, nothing goes up forever. If it goes up, it will retrace. And if it pump anyhow, wetin go happen? It go dump anyhow. So for a healthy price action, it requires that impulse and retrace. Impulse and retrace. So your target should be that retracement while you ride the impulse. You understand? It takes a great level of skill to know when a trend is coming to an end. It takes a very, you know, go understand, to be able to say this thing will reverse here now, and it does that. It takes a very high level of skill to do that. So if you know that you've not gotten to that point where you possess that kind of skill, always have a target or a predetermined target. And for me, my targets are based on structures. You understand? solely based on structure. If okay, I've learned to the point where I'm able to determine the movement an impulse will go before it starts hitting retracement. You understand? I'm able to determine that at some point now. So what it will do for me is to always have my targets a few meters or a few pips away from that point that I've determined this is where this thing might start reversing from. Do you get? So if there is a low, there is a high, and there's a retracement, and I'm taking an entry here, and I'm targeting that recent high that caused that retracement. Oftentimes, it is they even day less than 4 hours. Every time price retraces, if it has to go back to a structural high that created that retracement, they day less than 4 hours. If I argue me more, I check out. They day less than 3 to 4 hours at most. That's good. That's good business. That's good business. You do business with $50, you come out with $150. My brother, it is good business. When you have the capabilities to do business with $1,000 to make $3,000, it is good business. That is how you grow portfolio. Do you get? That is how you grow portfolio. That is how you make money. Once thing come out, 4 hour profit. My brother, slash 2 hours, go do P2P. Slash 2 hour profit from that 4 hour profit wey you don take. Go do P2P. Nothing, see, there is no greater joy in trading than eating the money that you're making from trading. I know they pity the money what I make from trading. See, the profits I make from trading, if I'm spending it, I know they pity am. Because if you want take am from me, no, they pity me. Do you get? So one thing I do is, if I have, let's say I trade over a period of time, like that period I did $1,000, $100 to $1,000 challenge. I repeated it like 3 times openly, but on a closed door, I did it more than 3 times. As a matter of fact, some days I did it once. I did it like in one day. I did it in one, like for some days. Some those days I was posting that $100. Some days I did it in one day. You understand? Some trades, some I did it in one trade. Some I did it in one trade. How did I do it? See, for every structure there is a structure. Do you get? For every structure there is an internal structure. For every entry there is also an entry inside. So when I eventually moved money, when I did P2P from those profits, if you see where I spend them, if you see how I spend them, I no pity am. I did not pity, because if the market was to take it back from me, no go pity me. So the profits from trading is sweet. It's very sweet. I'm telling you guys. It is, see, in the sweet pass money wey you pick for Yahoo. 100%. You know why? Thank you. Rest of mind. Rest of mind. If people that are into fraud are here spending money, if siren pass here, all of them don dey restless. Are you getting me? But you wey know say na genuinely na you make your money, if you dey here, if you like make dem come here to nothing concern you. I've had a situation where they picked me, asked me what I do, asked me to prove what I do. From that day, me and that DPO became friends. DPO Elimbu police station. Now somebody will say if anything happen now, if I put them on call. What happened? They picked me up. You understand? Then I was driving my Spider. And you know, so this Spider Lexus, they have a stigma. So they picked me up. What do you do? I told them I'm a trader, I'm a financial market. They said, they carry me go station. You know. Long story short, DPO say what brought you here? They say, oh yeah, you're a trader, Abi. Prove it. Now now I did for your present there that day. Make $1,000. They there do P2P. Listen, I did them. I made $1,000 there. Did P2P there for them to actually believe that the money I made is real. Do you understand? That DPO paid me like 3x of what I usually charge to teach the son. The son should be in year 3 in the school now. He paid me 3x the normal amount I charge. He paid me times 3 to teach the son because he couldn't believe it. So from that day till today, we became parties. If I put them on call, you go ask you wetin. One day I was coming back, some stop and search policemen, they stopped me also. Long story short, then carry me to Limbu police station. I no talk. I just sit down inside my car. So na there I dey, DPO came out. Cypher, wait, you came to my office, you didn't call me. What happened? I said, na your boys carry me come. Oh. He said, which of una carry this man come here? Which of you? All of them start, Oga, no be me. You know, because I have proven myself to him that this is what I do and it is legitimate. So for every time you have to harass me, he will question you. You understand? For every time you have to harass me, he will question you because I have proven to him that this is what I do and it is real and legitimate. Do you understand? So that is it. I have soldiers, people that they ask, but after give me trade now, they say relax. So me and you know be party. If you reach tomorrow to dream me now, you go dream me. Relax. So what am I saying in essence? There's reward in this craft, and the reward comes with rest of mind, peace of mind. But you have to work your way up the ladder to start seeing that reward. Peace of mind no dey come if you no be profitable trader. Profitable trader no get peace of mind though, because you are consistently worried. You understand? So, but the moment you get to that level where everything begins to tick, everything begins to make sense, you would appreciate this craft. In fact, you fit cause yourself wetin delay you since wey make you never enter trading. Another testimony, I had the job I was doing, I was a technical support, right? My manager then, we had a manager there who, the day I went to him, I told him I wanted to resign my job. He was like, guy, you know what they talk? With all your certifications and the amount they are paying you, and do you know how many people are looking for this job? I say, sadly, those people are not me. I want to resign. So I tendered my resignation and left and never looked back. Today, till today, maybe I dey talk. Now my manager they beg me to teach am trading. I never answer. Scott, give me my phone. I know they like tell. See, I don't like saying things that are not the reality. Let me see Telegram. Let me see. Look at him. This is him. This is my manager. Let me see. Sam, when he say show me the way, oh, this is the conversation. So now I meet the poster. This is my area manager, this is my manager then. Wey say I tender my resignation to you. They tell me say, guy, you go regret this thing. Say I'm na they call me by 5 p.m. I know they even pick the call sef. Do you understand? So what am I saying? There is so much in this, but I want you guys to make things easy for yourself by doing the right thing. The right thing will make things easy for you. Doing the right thing will make things easy for you. If you have been programmed to spend maybe 1 year within the confinement of learning and growing, doing the right thing can propel you within 6 months. You are breaking out of that place. Doing the right thing. So the goal that I am trying to pass to you people here is to do the right thing. Doing the right thing will save you by a lot. It will save you. It will save you the stress, save the sleepless night. It will save you the headache and the losses. Do you get? Let's go.
You categorize the right thing first.
The right thing. Everything I've been saying here. If you don't know, I go what I should categorize it.
Not to explain it, just
I can't categorize it if I don't explain it. But everything we have been discussing here, everything that I've been telling you is the right thing to do. I've told you, don't risk more than your consciousness can take. It is the right thing. The wrong thing is this person is doing $10,000. Let me use all my portfolio and pursue the same thing. That's the wrong thing. Do you understand? Another wrong thing is this thing dey close to my entry. This thing dey close to my entry. You no go tag me. You no go tag me. You enter am. Before that candle close, you're already sinking in the loss. That's the wrong thing. The right thing will be if he no tag me, make him go. Trade no dey finish. Setup no dey finish. Do you understand? There are so many things that we've discussed. The good thing is that we are streaming it and you can always go back and watch them again.
my question is that I'm the type of player that plays like I think it's maybe
Okay, Marvin.
yes. So I'm this type of player that my mindset is that I part just
Okay, prop firms. Okay.
just a simple yeah. Most of the are filled more than
You've passed.
past years. So that's what I passed. I managed to get I lost it. So my question now is that the right app?
It is not.
Not the
If it's the right approach, you go to tell us so you don't withdraw. Do you understand? If it's the right thing, see, doing the right thing, like I said, it will keep you at the top longer. If you are telling yourself you need to pass a proprietary firm that has given you no limits day to pass, right? At most, you have 30 days to pass. If you're telling yourself that you need to pass it today, what do you think will sustain you when you have the live account? Do you understand? What you going to tell yourself that time like you need to make withdrawal today? I'm not saying it's not possible to scale through or pass in one day. It's very much possible, but it comes with inconsistencies. It comes with inconsistencies. It's let's move to. I have some tips on being what will help you pass prop firms. Yeah, it's not something I envisage us discussing now, but for the sake of the question you have asked, and a lot of us will be interested in that, let me just put it up. I think I should have it somewhere. Let me see. No, so we know they like do the right thing now. These are some of the things. As someone that has passed, at the past prop firm account, like should be on a day here. At the past prop firm account, like say, like as someone that has gone through all of these things, I can't put them up, tell you say these things will help you. You no believe am, na your own on your own na you dey. These are some things that I have. These are some things that I have, that I put down out of my own personal experience that will help you pass a prop firm very easily and without stress. You see this number one, this number one, a lot of you are guilty. A lot of you are guilty. Once that account enter your hand, you want to execute trade, you dey underrate anxiety wey dey inside you. That pressure, that's wetin be that hormone name where they push you that time, that adrenaline where they pump that time, in they pump you to your grave, in they pump you to losing that account. So if you purchase a prop account, let's say you purchase an account today, don't trade it today. Don't start trading it today. In fact, if you can give yourself 2 days, better. So upon purchasing or receiving your account, do not start trading it immediately. Wait for at least 24 hours to 48 hours. It helps kill the excitement. It helps kill the anxiety that comes with trading prop firms. You understand? And this same thing, repeat it in phase 2. Repeat it in funding. Don't just do it for phase 1 only. Repeat it in phase 2. Repeat it in when you get your funded account. Once you pass phase 1, relax. 2 days, you can start trading. The good thing about some of the prop firms that are out there now is that there are no time limits. So even if you don't execute a trade in 30 days, they will not take the account from you. Do you get? For some that have minimum trading days, just that first 24 to 48 hours, leave it. Don't trade the account. Leave it. You see clearly when you are calm. You tend to see clearly and better when you are calm, when you're calm-headed. So leave it. Ensure to read the rules. You see the rules. These rules part. After you don't, the wicked thing where these prop firms they do, what they do is they will let you do everything and pass. They will not tell you the rule that you broke. Do you understand? Read the rules. If you can't find it, go through their frequently asked questions. Digest the rule. Make sure you don't break it. Make sure that you read the rules. Don't rely on hearsay. Don't rely on Cypher says it's no time limit. Read the rules. There's always a provision for you to read the rules. Then avoid overtrading on your prop firm accounts. Now here na they take finish work. Avoid overtrading on your prop firm accounts. I've seen people who take 5 trades on a prop firm account in a day. Why? Doing that, you're compounding your possibility of losing that account. Do you understand? The less trade you take on your prop firm, the better. The less trade, the better. And only take high probability setups on your prop firms. Take high probability setups only on your prop accounts. Don't scalp on your prop firm accounts. Don't scalp on your by scalping, I mean going in and out. Some firms now have rules against such practice. So these things it's not difficult. I would find a way to share this. I think I've shared it before, but I'll share it again for those of us who do not have it. But I'm telling you people, I'm a testament of what works. There are several of us out there. Some of you know Kevin Talent. Some of you know Kevin King. These are people that are doing the right thing and it works. You understand? These people I know them personally. I know them. Kevin and my boy. You understand? I know them personally. I'm not telling you the people that I don't know. I'm telling you people that I've met with, people that I know. You understand? Him being my boy that I mean does not mean say na me bring him where in day. You understand? But there are people who recognize, then they understand levels, they understand respect in the craft. You understand? So these are people that are good and are doing wonderful things in the craft. They are doing extremely well. You understand? For their age, they are doing extremely well. So that goes on to show you the possibility that exists in what you can do. If they can do it, you can do it. Several other persons that I know and can't mention are doing it. What is separating you or those of you that are struggling from them is that you're not tired of doing the wrong thing. Because when you get tired of doing the wrong thing, nobody will advise you, go advise yourself. So that is the thing. That's not to say that they didn't have a period of their life in trading when they were doing the wrong thing, but they grew. You understand? And doing the right thing consistently became a part of them. It is only what brought them to the levels they are. There are several other traders out there. You understand? If they can, you too can. That's what I tell myself. If this person feed one, I feed one. You understand? I just need the roadmap with which you did it. Unless I don't see roadmap, I'm the type of, I have this skill that if I give you this phone to work for me now, to do something for me, and you allow me stay beside you while you're doing it, I'll not bring that job for you again. That job no go come for you again. Scott, off the AC inside the office. That job will not come for you again. Because the next time I face that challenge, I will try doing it myself first. You understand? I have this friend back then that fixes phones for me whenever I have issues. Software. I read computer engineering, so I'm very vast in software knowledge. So back then, if I give him something to do for me, software related, he will not allow me stay here. He will not. I'm telling you, he will not allow me stay here for him to do it. Because he knows the moment he allows me do it, that job will not come for him again. The moment he allows me seize what he's doing, he will not get that job again. So unless I don't see the roadmap with which you made it, with which you got to the top, if I can see it, I can replicate it. You understand? So let us start incorporating the right practices. It is only what is the only thing that will save you. If you know that you don't want to be frustrated by this craft, you don't want to get to the point where you count the number of years you have been lagging and not progressing, doing the right thing is what will save you from all that. It will help you. It helped me. It has helped a lot of people. It will also help you do the right thing. Do it, and when you do it consistently and it does not work, come back to me and tell me, say, Cypher, everything you have said, I've done it consistently and it didn't work. Then I will now know that me that is telling you I don't know what I did. You understand? So it's just how it is. Any further question? Okay.
I've been waiting for almost 5 years. So it has been a roller coaster, up and down. And I was talking to him, I was like, are you sure that you know like do for advanced class? But I sat down and like, I saw all these chemicals and the analysis you did, is what I done in the market. So there's nothing actually different in what they are.
It's like I said before, it's not always a question of skill. You understand? It's not always a technical analysis, not the easy part. Not be the easy part be that for this thing what they do. You understand? The difficult part is the process that you have to go through. The things that runs in your mind as your trade is going. That's where the challenge is. That's where bulk of the work is. You have a trade that is running and it's running in profits. You don't run, go close am. But stop loss, you go chest am. You go chest stop loss. You understand? So it is a question of what goes on in our mind as our trade is going, as we are going through the process of making it in trading. That's where the question, it's not always a question of skill. The skill is very easy to learn. Very easy. You find out, like I said, there are people who are not as fantastic as you are technically, and they are making good money, solid bands from the market. It's because up here, they are doing the right thing. They are fantastic up here. Their analysis may not be, catchy. It may not be fun, but their execution is superb. And when they execute, they have the mentality to follow it through. Do you get? So oftentimes that's where the problem always is. It's not always a question of. I mean, I've sat down, I've looked at the analysis of some of these people, Again, I don't want to mention names. I've looked at the analysis they do, and I tell myself, these people they don't even fit touch the hem of my garment. Do you understand what I mean? Technically, they cannot touch the hem of my garment. So it is not technical analysis. It is the boldness they have, the risk appetite they have, and the availability of capital that they have. That's what differentiates what they are making from the market at a given time and what I'm making. Do you understand? If I have maybe probably half of the access they have to the kind of funds they have, probably they may not even be at my level. You understand? So now waiting there for the team with that. It's not always about, not be about the skill. And the thing is, I did something good for myself as I was coming up. I refused to trade accounts for anybody. I refused to manage accounts for anybody. Till this date, till today, I don't do account management. I don't. If it's 1 naira that I have, I am trading within the confinement of that 1 naira that I have. If it's 10 naira, same thing. So these things are some of the things that ruin your psychology, and you are, you're jumping from pillar to post, running around in circles. And at the end of the day, you see, it is today, I even though that maybe who knows if I had accepted, or if I have accepted to manage an account for someone, maybe I might have had access to capital like some of these guys, but it would have put me in some sort of pressure that I may likely not have come out of. Do you understand? It's not easy to promise somebody 30%, 40%, 50% weekly when you're not controlling the market. You understand? Because sometimes if you're not making that profit for the week, you have to pay from your pockets. So why I want can't take all those pressure on myself? I moved that away. Now I can confidently tell you that. In fact, now na me dey talk, na me don determine the size of portfolio I wan manage. You understand? If you don't have 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K in dollars, I can't manage portfolio for you. Because less than that, I can probably afford it myself. Do you get? So now I don't set threshold for the kind of profit the kind of capital I want. And na me go tell you the profit wey I go give you. If it's not good for you. Do you understand? I mean, do you know what 5% of $20,000 is weekly? Do you understand? So why you dey promise person 20%, 50%? So let's live within our realities. Let's live within our realities. Go on, my brother.
I don't want to thank you so much. Especially, I think I've learned something, and I think those little things are certainly bad due to depth of session. I don't take session seriously. So from now on, because I trade sometimes this nation and London session.
You just wake up and draw your chart, that's it.
Especially London. And those times that trade was during that time. Then that's New York. Now.
You are riding break even.
Exactly. And maybe even to follow the next day now, I'm able to just follow example. Although it's a gradual process, but
it is.
In as much as we have to do the right thing, and they take the energy of the man indeed. So I really appreciate it.
No problem, my brother. I mean, if there's one thing I've tried to do in all the years that I've been in this industry is to try and impact people. If it's not, aside from this industry, no one comes close to me and does not learn a thing or two. I try to make sure that is feasible and achievable. So sharing what I know or giving out what I know to the public it has become a part of my life. So I'm doing it because it is something I enjoy doing. It is something that I've done, over time, and I see that it gives me joy. when 1, 2, 3 people makes money from something that I have made money from. There's no joy in only me mounting the convoy. E good say, okay, if the number here, if I'm doing something and all of you are making money from trading, and I put a call, guy, I'm doing so thing. Convoy go plenty now, the money go plenty. You understand? That is the joy, that's the fun. So no be where you're making money and the people around you, they're just stuck. For me, unless you're not willing or you don't want to learn. And I always have a window. I have these friends back then that that was learning. When I saw that, okay, I'm beginning to get this in, I called them, come, let me teach you. Come, let me teach you freely. They refuse. Today they are regretting it. Today they are even pick their course sometimes na serious issue for me. Do you understand? Because there was a time I gave them that opportunity on a platter of gold. I saw that I'm not the type of person that gatekeeps. If I see that this thing, there's a way here, I will not pass this way only me. I will make sure that my brothers, my friends, my neighbors also pass through that way that I've passed through. You understand? So that's what life should be. That is what life should be. No be where I go call am, where I post my house, post my car, post this one. All of now go come for comments. They shout God when or you don't no. So, and if you guys have noticed, I barely do giveaways on my socials because I don't believe that is how value should be shared. I fit give you 10 naira today, you chop and finish, and that is it. You understand? But if I give you something valuable that will fetch you that 10 naira consistently, it's better for you and it's better for me. You understand? It's better for me because it will save me the stress of you coming to my DM every time to beg me for something. So that is how I am. That is how my reality is. Do you have any other question? You write your own plenty.
This last one.
Okay.
Aside from can a bad behavior, aside from great
Like I said, every bad behavior that you see in your trading is first of all in you. That trading is just a reflection of what is already inside of you. Yes, that thing you're seeing in your trading is a reflection of what you already exhibit inside of you. So if you can work on yourself as a person, you have successfully worked on yourself as a trader. So if you are an impatient person naturally, you understand, and you're a trader, it will reflect in your trading because it is the same adrenaline, the same thing that pumps you to be impatient that will also push you here. So, but the moment you grow to be patient, in everything aside from trading that you do in life, you wait, you be patient. You have this mentality of it will come when it needs to come. It will happen when it needs to happen. Do you understand? I mean, that's how I got to where I am. If the kind of skill I had, the kind of skill I had as a computer engineer, some of our top fraudsters go dey learn work. They go dey learn work for the things wey I go dey do. I'm not saying, I'm saying this thing on live video and online where so many people know me from way back in school, even before school sef. You understand? The kind of things I'm able to do, both as a software person and as a computer engineer, day and now, pieces computer for your front, couple and back, everything go work the way it's supposed to work. With the kind of skill I had, if I had ventured into something illegal, I'll probably be maybe way higher in position than I am now, or I fit dey for Sanko. Now the two things wey go happen be that. Do you understand? But I chose the right path, and that right path eventually brought me to the same destination. Do you guys get? So that's just how it is. Every bad behavior that you exhibit as a person will show in your trading. Greedy man, he go show for your trading. If you're greedy as a person, you be insatiable. One, no, they do you. How many girlfriend you get? Three. One, no, they do you. So you dey greedy. One, no, they do you. Do you understand? If one dey do you, you know say if this one no, okay, make this one no work first. If this one no work, I go come jump enter the other one. Same thing in your trading. If 1/4 no do you, 1/8 no go do you. 1/10 no go do you. So these things are just a reflection of how you are as a person. If you work on being a better person, a better human being, eh? Nobody is perfect. There is no perfection anywhere. Perfection does not exist anywhere. To us as humans and in everything that we do, perfection does not exist anywhere. But we just strive to be close to it. You understand? We just strive to be. There's nobody is perfect. When you hear it, it's just nobody dey perfect. Even me wey dey talk now, I get some kind bad habits. You understand? But the difference is that I developed something. I developed a way to punish myself whenever I do something bad. You no hear me? I found out a way. I figured a way to punish myself whenever I do, especially whenever I go contrary to, say, my trading rule. I developed a way to punish myself. So that punishment, if I remember that punishment, it keeps me within the track of doing the right thing. So you see, say, at the end of the day, this thing is an individual battle. So everything I've shared, everything I'm sharing with you guys is what has helped me out of my own experience. And it has not only helped me, it has helped a few other persons that I've tried to impact it to. Do you get? That is what drove the confidence for me to say, if you do it, it will also do what? Work. So, check it out. Back in it, there was a time, if I break a trading rule, I'll give my wife money. I'm not telling you, it's not the kind of money I go back and ask. My wife is not somebody you dash money and you tell, give me that money while I dash you back. You understand? If she wants to use it and do something for it, that's a different thing. Then I was giving her that money, but she does not know why. She didn't know why I was giving her the money. But for me, it was a punishment. Each time I do something contrary to what I should do, I give her that money. At on it went as high as 500k, and that woman did something surprising with that money. Do you understand? Today she did something surprising with that money wey be say even myself no believe her when she told me that it was all that money that I was giving her that she did this. So for me it was a punishment. So for you it might be to give it to a beggar on the street. You understand? It might be to do, but just find something that would keep you in check. Something that will keep you in check. Of course, you can't cane yourself. You can't tell somebody to cane you. For some persons, they give themselves more difficult things to do at the gym as a way of punishment. Oh yes, yes, they give themselves punishment in the gym for some different ways. You understand? But just find some, as a child that is growing up, if you dey do bad thing, dem cane you. Another day, dem no hold that cane, the cane dey here. E just a pass to do that bad thing. If you see that cane, wetin go happen? So that is how it is. That's how it is. There is no magic that can do it for you, that can propel you from where you are now to where you want to be, unless you do the work that is required to achieve that. It is just a little sacrifice, my brothers. It is just a small sacrifice to pay for the larger enjoyment that is waiting for you in front. In all honesty,
It will get to the point when by the time this thing clicks and you begin to do things, you go sit down and you go say, pour me water because you don't take. Do you understand? So this is this is the truth. By the time you begin to click, you get what you go buy for yourself or do for yourself from the profits that you made from trading. Eh? Oh, I don't know how to describe it to you. So that's just how it is. At this point in my life, I may not have all the luxuries of the world, but I'm able to give myself anything I want. And believe me, that's the best thing that can happen to you. That's the best thing that can happen to you. Being able to foot any bill that comes your way without having to call someone to come and do it for you. That's the best thing that can happen to you. Do you understand? So that's what we strive to achieve with all of this. It is only a small sacrifice of doing the right thing. Just do the right thing. When you do the right thing consistently, it will become a habit. You just need to start. When you consistently do the right thing, at some point it will become a habit. The same way you develop bad habits, that's the same way you develop good habits. But it's the consistency in doing them that determines which one overshadows the other. So when you consistently do the right thing, when you start doing the right thing consistently, it will become a lifestyle for you. When you see somebody doing it, you just you will learn lesson because you know what that person is doing is wrong. Do you understand? So this is what we do. This is how we got to where we are. You understand? And if anyone can do it, you can do it. Wake up every morning, wake up every day, and tell yourself you can do it. Tell yourself, see, there is power in what you tell yourself. In affirmation, what I mean, no be I affirm that I will make money, I will make millions today. Those are not the kind of affirmations I'm talking about. The affirmations I'm referring to are the things, the possibilities that exist within what you do. If this person is able to grow from here to here, I can do it. I only need the roadmap of how you did it. I have given you the roadmap. Do you understand? How you use it now is not up to you. The roadmap that I've given you may not get you to the point that I am at this moment, but it will get you somewhere better than you are presently. Believe me. So if anyone can do it, you can do it. You just need to do the things that are right consistently. Do it whether it favors you or not. That's the difficult thing about doing something consistently. The moment it does not favor you, you do a U-turn. You understand? That time when you do something right consistently and it favors you, you go do am. But the moment it no favor you, you turn. You go back to that bad habit. But what moves you to that place you want to go to, you want to head to, is whether it favors you or not. At this moment, do it. Do it. So it's difficult to do that repetition, but if you can do it, you begin to see that it becomes a lifestyle for you. And when something becomes a lifestyle for you, do it easily, even without knowing. You understand? So my aim here today has been achieved by even having this number, listen to me, share this, and those people that joined online. So, but bulk of the work is now left with you guys. You may have attended this session with me, but it does not automatically propel you to the heights you want to achieve. But if you consistently do what I have told you, what I have shared with you, out of my experience, so many people who are here or joined online are able to grant me this audience because they have seen that this person has something that he has consistently proven. You understand? At this point in my life, I believe that
I've proven it beyond reasonable doubt that one, trading can make you money. Two, you can be the best at what you do. So I keep telling myself every day, nobody pass me. And I know they understand. I dey tell myself every day, nobody pass me. You no pass me. If me and you take the same trade, you go chop stop loss. Me, I no go chop stop loss. I keep telling myself that. Even if I chop stop loss, no wahala. But I keep telling myself that if me and you drag the same position, now you go come last. So you need to get to that level where you see yourself like that. Where you see yourself that I dey long, you dey short, no worry now. You get mind it. You get mind the counter trade. You understand? You need to get to that point where you go tell person you get mind they counter trade me. No worry, you will see the result. So at this point in my life, if you counter trade me, you know they end well. Do you get? I didn't get to this point just by doing the wrong things. I consistently did the right things. Sometimes I lag behind, but then I catch up again. Do you understand? That's why I said in the midst of trying to do this thing consistently, there's no saying you not face some inconsistencies, but you need to always focus on where you're going. Do the right thing to be able to get to that. The wrong thing will equally get you there, but it will not keep you there. It will not keep you there. That's why somebody is able to come and tell you that he lose 200k dollars. If I lose that kind of money, guy, I go mad. I'm being honest with you guys. I can't even place myself in a position where I am risking that kind of money in the market. How much I want make? $1 million? You understand? If I do what I do consistently, that same $1 million, I will see maker. So I cannot bring myself to the point of even risking that amount of money in the market to come lose them and be able to say it out loud that I lost this kind of money. It shows that, and from the way I heard that he built that money within the week and lost it in one trade. Can you imagine such? So that's why I say, by doing the wrong thing might get you there, but it will not keep you there. It will not keep you there. One slip, that's all it takes, and you are falling from the ladder like Popo. One slip, just one misstep like this, and you see yourself on the floor again. So with these few points of mine, I believe I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that doing the right thing in trading is the way to go. Thank you guys for showing up, and God bless you. So for I mean, you can always find it here. We have so many traders that come here to relax, and so if the door is open, this is not only when I opened this place, I didn't only have the mind of having somewhere I can teach people, right? One of the things that propelled me to having this place is somewhere traders can come and meet, associate with themselves, and also learn from each other, because you realize that one of the things that helps you grow faster is having people to grow with. So my Traders Compass is open to everybody. Find yourself here. There is always light. We have internet, and if you're lucky to find time to be with us, and also my office is also open. If you have questions, any form of challenges that you think my person will be able to help you get over, I don't gatekeep. So I'm open to helping you. My only goal is to